chance. I tried not to let it collapse, but it's who I am. You're the flowers in the spring, but I'm the leaves when they're falling. Are the seasons prophecy, or will you still forget me? Now it's starting to feel like I don't know myself there. I know you don't need to hear, but I wanted you to know. I died so you could live instead. I am a lover's bitter end. In dissonance we dance. When you take me by the hand, I feel the world stop turning. I held heaven in my hands, a once in a lifetime chance. I tried not to let it collapse, but it's who I am.
Hi, hi chat, hi chat, hi chat.
Hi, chat. I do need to turn you down.
Oh, I gotta combine the streams.
Oh, I love that you got the Fallout Boy on.
Yeah, had to. This
Yeah.
was a conscious decision after the gym.
Where's the bandana and the flag, man?
Don't got all that. I'm knocking on your stream. I'm starting shared chat. And I'm gonna mute my fucking mic when it gives me the chance. Get in there.
Notifications.
I'm also gonna
collaborate.
knock me
Allow.
background music down a little bit.
All right, how we seeming? Are we connected? I think we're connected now. It says we're connected.
Excellent. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Music Monday, baby. Anything goes.
Anything does in fact go.
Including-
And it's not just any Music Monday. It's Fallout Music Monday.
Anything goes.
All right, cool. Well, you just about ready? I can give an intro.
Yeah, give the intro. Give the intro.
All right, let's pull your face up. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Not Very Radio podcast. My name is Kyle, and I'm here with...
I'm Paul.
And we are ranking Fallout Boy albums today. This was Paul's pick, hence the Fallout Boy shirt on the Paul.
You might say I'm a bit of a fan of Fallout Boy. A Fallout Boy enjoyer, if you will.
He is the Fallout Boy connoisseur, for sure. Between the two of us.
Yeah.
Hold on. But before we get into that,
Had to spin my rum drink a little bit.
I saw that.
Yeah. Had to get it going.
What is that? Just
It's just rum and caffeine-free, sugar-free Coke.
Ah, nice.
I'm trying to be able to
what
sleep
album?
after this.
Yeah. Your little nighttime sip. Get some more milk and rum for next time. That'll really help.
I don't think I could think of a more vile drink. You should be in jail for that, actually.
All right, hear me out though. Put some hot cocoa powder in there, and then switch the rum out for some whiskey. Now we're talking.
A little Bailey's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking that up. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
That's what we'll do. Christmas edition. Next month we'll have some fun little holiday drinks.
Yeah. All right. I assume you're transitioning us into minute to pitch it or whatever we're talking about.
Yeah. I'll actually write something down, but
I didn't write anything down either, but I know my pick. It took me by surprise in the last few days.
Ooh.
You want me to go first, or?
Yeah, you can go first. I have my Apple ready to look it up.
All right. Well, chat, for my minute to pitch it, every week, Kyle and I, or every week, Jesus.
Month. That'd be way too much.
That'd be a lot for the two of us. That'd be a lot. Every month, Kyle and I do this show, and we also try to bring you, like, one album or release that you should listen to. Just something that has like caught our eye in the last month outside of the artists that we're actually talking about. So mine is going to be the album Pure Light by Wilt Wither. This is, funny enough, a band that No Business played with in Florida. Played with them in Daytona Beach. Oh,
I thought the name sounded familiar.
Spotify, get the fuck out of here.
Ooh, Spotify sucks.
Yeah, it does. I need to get off of it, but I actually don't pay for it, so...
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on a family plan that I have not given Matt money for since, like, the first month he did it, so...
Love that.
He might figure it out eventually and kick me off, and then I'll go to Apple Music, but...
Yeah. If he tunes in. If not, then he won't know.
He might be here. They are in a Discord call. Anyways, Wilt Wither, band I played with, No Business played alongside them. Funny enough, we played alongside them and Blind Equation, and both of those bands are, like, blowing up, or not really, like, blowing up, but, like, they're doing very, very well for themselves at this point.
Nice.
But this is an awesome album from them. This is exactly, like, the direction I wanted them to keep going in. It's, like, a pretty cool concept album with each of these act tracks kind of being a... It's, like, an interesting, almost, like, psychotherapy session, but it's all about, like the three colors that make up light, so like red, green, and blue. It's very, very interesting. They got a Johnny Booth feature on this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. I cannot recommend it enough. The fucking when Act 3 kicks in, oh my, that was the moment where I was like, this is probably making the album of the year list.
Nice.
So yeah, Pure Light by Wilt Wither. This shit rocks. You should listen to it, and they're really cool people as well.
Yeah. I also put the new Pulses. I didn't know Pulses, or not Pulses. I saw that on your Spotify earlier. The Blind Equation. I didn't know they released a new album this year as well, so I added that.
Yes, they did. All right, I'm coming over to you, Kyle. What do you got?
Oh, you can just keep it on yours, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I'll put some. Yeah, because I don't know. Actually, I guess I could.
Yeah,
I'll open up my Apple.
I'll look yours up.
You'll look it up? All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Mine's going to be The Last Dinner Party's new album, which is From the Pyre.
I did see a review for that one.
Yeah, it was very good, in my opinion. They released an album last year that I loved, and this one I think I might love even more. I think while the production I do think maybe is not as vibrant in this one, I do think the the songwriting itself is more interesting.
Nice.
So I think that's what kind of gets it more for me, is I think there's a lot of like really interesting, especially like vocals like that. There's like a lot of like, I don't know if chant singing is the right word. Like it's not like it's a Gregorian chant thing, but like harmonies and whatnot that I think are really interesting. And yeah, I'm seeing them next April because I've been wanting to see them for the past like year or two. So I'm stoked on this one. Definitely going to be on the album of the year list for me.
Thank fuck I had the cap on it because I just kicked the shit out of my rum bottle.
It's there next to you so you can reload.
Yeah. I do have to say, I'm scrolling through right now. I love the art direction that this band has going on.
Yeah, I feel like you might actually like this band. They're very like they got like the kind of like orchestral, theatrical kind of like rock going.
Is it? They've only got these two albums, Prelude to Ecstasy and Pyre.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they just released a banging debut, and they released a banging
sophomore record. Yeah, fuck it. I will gladly listen to it. Anything to add to this album of the year list? I don't know if you feel this way. It doesn't seem like you do because I feel like you've had like good albums to talk about every week. I feel like I struggle. I feel like I'm going to struggle to come up with 10 albums that I liked enough this year to be like, those are my albums of the year. You know?
I think this year's kind of like fluctuated for me. There's been a couple times where I'm like, I don't know, but then like the albums that hit, I think really hit for me.
That's fair.
I think that's kind of where I just have I've not had as much time to listen to like as much music. I also think I'm just less interested in listening to stuff for the sake of listening to stuff recently.
Yeah,
I think the first couple years I was like listening, like really listening to stuff. It was like I was just pulling anything from anywhere. But now like I'm kind of like I have limited time. I want something that like I really think I'm going to be impressed by.
Yeah, that's what I felt like I was doing last year. and I like actively tried to avoid that at the beginning of this year. But I think as the year's gone on, I'm like, I've just been sitting here like, there's gotta be more out there that's really good this year, and I am just not finding it. Like, all of the albums from people that I would have been, like, really excited for kind of let me down, other than, like, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like, we got new Kanashi, and it's fine. We got new Orthodox, and it's fine. Like, Static Dress didn't drop. Johnny Booth didn't drop. Like, all the bands I thought would drop something this year either didn't drop, or I was kind of disappointed by it. So it's like... Yeah, I don't...
I'll go back, because there's definitely been some banging ones, in my opinion. I don't know how many, like, heavier albums I've heard that, like, I've really clung to, but I definitely feel like it's kind of been, like, an up or down kind of year for me. But granted, like, I feel like this end of the year here, like, we have Danny Brown coming out this Friday.
That's true.
Rosalia released a new single, like, last week, and the album comes out this Friday as well, and that... I mean, based on the single alone, it has a chance to be, like, album of the year contender for me. It's a fantastic track, but at the same time, it's one of those ones where it's so good, you're like, I don't know if it's possible for the whole album to sound this good.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
I'm cautiously going in, but I'm very excited for it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I had, like, Keep It Quiet by Greyhaven's probably on that list, too. I'm excited for these two. The Danny Brown, like you said, and then Cheem is coming out with a full length in 10 days.
Didn't they do one last year, too?
No, they did 2 EPs last year. I haven't really kept up with the singles on this, but everything I've heard so far has been really good. And what I had said last year is that if the 2 Cheem EPs were just combined into one album, that would have been my album of the year. But they were just 2 EPs, and I wouldn't have felt right giving it album of the year.
Right.
What up, Hayden?
All right, well, whenever you're ready to get into the Fallout Boy, just
big dog, let's do it. Shall I explain the process for any new gamers in the chat? All right, chat. So every month, Kyle and I pick an artist. We do a whole discography dive on said artist, and then we rank all the albums from worst to best. The way that we do it is pretty much whoever is less familiar with the artist kind of leads the discussion, because I feel like it's a lot more interesting to listen to, you know, somebody yap about something that they're not as familiar with. Like, I could sit here and share all of the same Fallout Boy Twitter talking points, but that's not any fun for anybody. So this
fun for you.
Yeah, it's fun for me, but this month we've got Fallout Boy, and we are ranking all of their studio albums plus PAX Am days. I guess also plus Evening Out with Your Girlfriend. I don't know if that counts as a studio album or not, because it's not in the...
It counts as an album, not a studio album, but we'll count it. I was
going to say, it is not in the complete studio albums vinyl box set, but also neither is So Much for Stardust, so...
Really? Oh, did it come out after?
It came out after, yeah. I think they were going to be done after Mania.
I think they couldn't.
I think that would have been a bad move at the time.
Yeah. I'm glad they released one more.
Yeah. Anyways, Kyle, let's get started. What is your 9th favorite Fallout Boy album?
All right, I'm going to pull my thing up right now, and I'm just going to let you know. I don't think you're going to have any idea. I think you'll be surprised by all my picks, is what I'm say.
I'm excited for this.
I was surprised by most of my picks.
Oh, yeah?
So number 9 for me is... I'm pausing because I can't find it. Save Rock and Roll.
You know, I can respect that. Where did I fucking rank everything? Oh, boy. Hold on. I got to go to my Kiara notes.
Oh, that's not it. There we go.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Did she give me my final ranking? Oh, I don't have it written down.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's not prepared,
I'm not prepared at all, chat.
Get him.
Did I write? I feel like I had to have written this down at some point, right? Nope, I have next month's written down, but hold on, let me cook here real quick, chat.
Write him down quick, hurry.
What did I say here?
You should remember to write stuff down for Paul's forgetful ass into her vows.
Yeah.
The thing is, he won't remember to write that down in her vows.
I won't remember to put that in my vows. Probably not, no.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. I have it written down now. I should have numbered it.
I'm hopping back over to your screen now, then.
Hold on, chat. This won't happen for the rest of them.
For sure.
Numbers. Alright. Save rock and roll. I have it number 7. There we go. It took fucking forever.
Okay, that's kind of around where I thought you would have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did you... I guess, what did you like or dislike about this album, Kyle?
I don't think I could name a single thing I liked about this album.
What? You didn't like Big Sean feature?
The note I wrote for that was just Fallout.
Boy, that's why I have the stream title that way. Oh, that song just fucking tickles me. It's so bad.
Yeah. I think for me, I mean, I could go on about like so many of the things that frustrated me.
Yeah.
One that's, what is it? Just One. Hold on, I need to pull up the actual.
Just One Yesterday.
My notes. Yeah, that one just sounds like it starts off like it's rolling in the deep.
Yep. I think I literally said that. I was like, this is Fallout Boy's rolling in the deep.
I said for the one with Big Sean in it, I said Big Sean more like big ass.
Yeah. He does like ass. He's got that song.
I wrote down under. I don't even know what the real titles are for these. Save. Shoot, I wrote Team Save Rock.
Save Rock.
Oh, here we go. Missing You. That's the one where I said, Kyle's gonna complain about how everything's too over compressed and bad.
That's the entire album, by the way. I have that as a note.
Yeah.
That the fucking production.
I was trying not to write it, and that was the thing. Production exactly. Keep it short. That's everything that's wrong with it.
Dude, it's so fucking bad. And it's not like they went to like some fucking nobody for this album. They went to Butch Walker. That motherfucker did Taylor Swift's Red. That motherfucker did shit for Panic. Like, it's unacceptable.
I'm so glad you're on my boat here.
It's unacceptable how bad this album sounds.
Well, that was my thing. I was like, this is them hitting the mainstream with this album, and it sounds like this isn't like, oh, we're just starting out, or like we're going self-producing now. Like, this is like, we're going big time. We're getting the radio play. I was listening to, which one? My songs Know What You Did in the Dark, which like was the radio song. I'm listening to that. The chorus hits. You can like hear things like turning down in like the chorus, and like I was like, did it just get like quiet? And it feels like unnatural. It's not like, oh, you crashed a cymbal and it fades away. It's like we cranked the bass when we punch in the chorus, and then we turn down the bass. And I'm like, it's rock music. Let the instruments play. Don't like be moving them up and down. I don't know if it's just because I don't like the album as much, or if his lyrical writing got worse, but I also thought there was like more cornier lines and like cornier vocal stylings. I mean, I wrote for the Phoenix, I wrote Then I'll Raise You Like a Penis, because I thought that was funny. Anyway, but yeah, I just thought the whole thing was I thought it was awful. And the last song with freaking, who was it, Elton John?
Elton John, baby.
There's that one part in there, I don't remember what he says, but like he gets like really angry. I think he drops like maybe one of the very few like F-bombs of the whole like album. And I'm like, this is like a piano song with Elton John, and you're like, yeah, you're
Mr.
Mad.
Fuck you can go cry me an ocean.
Yeah, I was like,
it's so bad.
So out of place. It feels so out of place. I'm like, you could have done that on like half these songs and it would have sounded better, but he waits for the slow piano song with Elton John to start effing people off. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one just doesn't I don't think it does it. Yeah. Courtney, what's her face?
Oh,
right.
That. Oh my god. That for the longest time, I was like, that could have been the best song on the album if they just cut her ass out of it. And it makes me so fucking mad. She's so what is she even doing? She's just fucking yapping. It's so, it's awful. Literally, like, Kiara sprung awake when that happened and was like, what the fuck is going on in this song right now? I was like, yeah, it's really bad for this part. And then it turns into a pretty good song with like probably some of the best lyrics on the album. Like, I figure you probably didn't listen to it multiple times, but
I listened to it a couple times because when I first listened to this, I was like, I need to listen a few more times because did I really hate it this much? And I was like, okay, probably not as much as I said I did the first time, but I was like, it is not good.
It is not good.
And I thought I was gonna like this one. I think that's why like my first one, or at least like be like, yeah, it's decent. I thought I was like, yeah, it's decent pop rock. They went mainstream, whatever. That was so when I first heard it and really listened, I was like, oh no. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, save rock and roll walked so Imagine Dragons could run. What are we doing?
I think Imagine Dragons walked so Save Rock and Roll could trip all over itself and be fucking horrible.
Honestly, that's better.
Yeah,
I said they did not save rock and roll. It should have been Mercy Kill.
What?
It was like shooting rock and roll in the leg and letting it bleed out while it slowly struggled to breathe.
No, we did it, Kyle. We saved rock and roll.
We saved it.
We saved rock and roll.
Pop music.
Yeah.
We just pretend like rock music's pop music. It's still there.
Yeah, I would say I echo a lot of your points. I think, unfortunately, this is probably a little higher for nostalgia reasons of it was very, very exciting when Fall Out Boy came back after 4 years.
That's fair. Fair.
As well as I do like a few songs on this one. Like, I like Rat-a-Tat when Courtney Love is not doing anything in it. I do think My Songs is a good song. As well as I do like Young Volcanoes, on paper. Yeah. I do think like if Neil Averon, who is the one who did all the pre-hiatus stuff, except for Take This to Your Grave, as well as he did, So Much for Stardust, I think if he would have produced this album, I think they would have had a pretty good album on their hands, but you just can't tell what the fuck is supposed to be happening in any of this.
Yeah.
I'm an Alone Together defender. Alone Together is a fine song. I feel like that was like the pop single on like any other album, like if that was like a poppy single off of like So Much for Stardust, I think I would have appreciated it, but like it's unfortunately covered in so much shit by being on this album that like I can't dig it out, man. Also, fuck Missing You. I cannot believe they played that shit when I saw them in Tampa. That was the fucking Magic 8 Ball song in Tampa, and I was so mad. And I'm sure that like they saw Twitter was so mad that they had to redeem themselves by playing Alpha Dog for the first time ever live when they played Orlando. And thank God I was there for that.
Yeah, it was I will say, as much as like I hate this album, if I'm drunk and one of these songs come on, I am belting them.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Alone Together, I'm not an Alone Together fan, but if I'm drunk and that song comes on, I will be singing it.
I gotta agree. Now, if I'm drunk
Which
and
is
that
the pop effect.
If
If
I'm drunk and fucking Mighty Fall comes on, I'm beating anybody who's trying to change that fucking track. That track is so bad, it's good. And that is the epitome of a it's so bad it's good song. Like, come on. Big Sean. Mr. Coin Flip himself he's at work on that song. And by God, it landed on Tails, because that shit's ass. I have always said Big Sean is the biggest coin flip of a rapper, because you either get a genuinely good ass song like Mercy or Click or Ass. Like his verses on those songs are genuinely good. Or you get this. Or you get The Mighty Fall with fucking
Fall Out.
Hell yeah, I'm a dick girl addicted to you. It's so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only reason it's at 7 is because I do like some of the songs. I have a little bit of a little nostalgia taste for some of them because I tried to like it really hard when it came out because my favorite band was back from hiatus. I only got into them during hiatus, so I was like, I could see my favorite band again.
Yeah. They're back. They're back around my time.
I was like, we're so back. And then the album sat with me for a bit and I was like, we are not back at all. In fact, we are the opposite of back.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'll move on.
Yeah.
I think we can move on to number
yeah, Mr. Kyle, what's your number, the second one?
My number 8. The second one is probably your bottom tier, which is Mania.
Ooh. I got news for you about that one.
Oh, it's not Mania.
It's not Mania. Mania is not my bottom one. Mania.
Let's see where you put Mania.
Mania is actually at number 5 for me.
Dang.
This one, before you say anything, this one has grown on me over time, and I think I appreciate Mania for what it is now. I was infuriated when it came out. I said this shit is so ass. I can't take it when it came out. But I think this far removed from it, we got so much for Stardust to put us back on track. I like it a little bit now, admittedly. And I think there's some good tracks on it. I think tracks with more heart in them than anything on the other 2 post-hiatus albums.
That's fair.
Like combined.
And honestly, I was surprised at how much I didn't hate it when I listened to it. I thought I was going to hate this album.
Oh shit, hold on. Yeah. I just saw a chat message that reminded me. They did a music video for every song on Save Rock and Roll, and it makes a long form like movie. Did you happen to watch that?
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that was a thing. No.
Nah, it's fine. It's whatever. It is. It was a very, very cool novelty because it was like every like month or so a new one would come out and you'd be like, oh, what's going to happen to him this time? Basically, yeah. They get kidnapped by 2 Chainz and then tortured by some like hot girls in leather. And then they save rock and roll with Elton John at the end, of course. Yeah,
it is in fact what I thought, which is that they did get captured by Dima for Save Rock and Roll.
Yeah, they got captured. Hayden said, "Why is it never me?" about the getting tortured by girls in leather.
You gotta be.
And they chop off Patrick Stump's hand. I'm pretty sure that's a plot point. I should have rewatched that for this, but anyways, back to Mania. What's your take on Mania?
I honestly thought it was okay. I think there was a couple awkward lines from time to time, such as the "Are you smelling that shit?"
Yeah, that one's bad,
and everyone's super stinky, and then he's just like, "Do you guys smell that?
Are you smelling that shit?" Yeah, Fall Out Boy fans don't wear deodorant.
Outside of that, though, I was just pretty like, yeah, they're decent. I think my biggest criticism is probably the production felt a little like just basic. Like I felt very like scaled and icy production where it's like it's fine. You listen to it, nothing sounds bad, but there's not enough stuff in the production that's really making me like catch my attention, if that makes sense.
Yes, that's fair.
Which I think is why I'm like I was expecting to hate it, but I'm like no, it's like it's mixed fine, like but it doesn't sound like something I'm gonna. If most of these songs came on in the car, I would not be like, what the heck is this? Like, I'd be like, all right, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Young and Menace, which is hilarious. And I appreciate them trying. Actually, one more thing about this album. Sunshine Riptide, I think is the worst song they've ever written. I absolutely hate that song.
I don't know if I would agree with you on that, but it's down there. It's definitely down there.
There's that one, there's the Big Sean one, and then there's another one we'll talk about later that I just absolutely like could not stand.
I'm excited to see what that one is. That one's got to be off of American Beauty, isn't it?
We'll find out.
All right. It's got to be.
But yeah, I'm pretty indifferent on this album, surprisingly.
That's fair. I think Mania is pretty cool for what it is. I think first off, I do think Young and Menace is a good song that unfortunately has those stupid ass pitch shifted vocals that ruin the entire fucking enjoyment of it. I think straight up, if those weren't there and it was just Patrick Stump singing his ass off, I think that song would have had a much better reception when it came out, because that shit came out and people were like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Like genuine, like even the record label stepped in. They straight up like delayed the album and rewrote shit or like re-recorded or whatever the hell.
From what I remember, I'm pretty sure Fall Out Boy just came out like a month before the album was supposed to come out and went, yeah, it's actually just not done. Whether or not they're lying and it was because they were trying to fix it because people hated Young and Menace.
They straight up said like, hey, we're going back to fix some things and like flesh some things out or whatever. I don't really remember what it was, but I think Mania is at the very least. It was their last album with Island Records. Thank you, Alex. They at least tried something very, very interesting with this album. And I think there are just as many hits as there are misses on it. Like, they swing pretty fucking, like, they swing for the fucking fences on this. And, like, yeah, probably, like, half to 60% of the time, it doesn't fucking land. But the songs that it does land on, I think, are, like, well worth listening to. Like, I think Wilson, there's, like, a pretty good run. I need to pull it up real quick. But there's a pretty good run of, like, I think it's, like, Wilson, Church, maybe Bishop's Knife Trick, where, like, there's some genuinely, like, good songs going on there. But then there's also stuff like Stay Frosty Royal Milk Tea and
I think Stay Frosty's almost good. Like, I like the idea that they're going for. I like the
No.
You don't like that?
I don't like that one. I
just think the Are You Smelling That Shit part.
I think that is probably like what pulls me out of it. I like the actual chorus. I don't mind the chorus on that one. The only thing that's ever stopping me is me.
Yeah, I do think this is another example though of like an album where it's like I feel like they just did not have any inspiration to like write like something that interesting or meaningful. It's very much like, I mean, Champions, I'm like, this is just like ESPN.
Oh yeah, Champions
song.
Champions.
I'm like,
bad.
it's fine, it's good, but like I'm not like, you know, it's
yeah,
like,
that was them trying to
hang out, and
that was them trying to recapture the Phoenix and Centuries, and you know, we need another song for football.
Yeah.
When like the last of the real ones is a much better football song, and I don't know why that wasn't the one, but
wasn't that the Big Hero 6 song?
No, that's Immortals. That's off of American Beauty, American Psycho.
Ah, rats.
Which we'll get there, but that song shouldn't be on that album. But yeah, like Wilson, Church, Heaven's Gate, I think are really good songs. I like Young and Menace enough. And then I like Bishop's Knife Trick. But like, again, the ass on this album is truly ass. Like Sunshine Riptide is really bad. Champion is so goddamn boring. I don't care for Hold Me Tight or Don't. And Stay Frosty has like some of the worst lyrics they've ever written.
Yeah.
Are you smelling that shit? Oh, did Spotify stop my music again? Yeah, it did.
Uh-oh.
It just keeps doing
copyrighted.
It's just they don't want me playing it in Discord, I think.
That's fair.
Champions is actually the Imagine Dragons core. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, no, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think what boosts Mania above the other... not to spoil the list, but what boosts it above the other post-hiatus stuff is really just that it's interesting. Like, at least there's something to chew on here where I'm like, wow, what the fuck were they thinking when they were doing this? Like, there are genuine songs where I'm like, I don't know how they get here, but like, it's very interesting. Whereas like the other two, I'm like, yeah, this could not be the most straightforward pop bastardization of my favorite band.
Yeah. That's fair. Honestly, I thought these ones were a little, I mean, they definitely had like a weirder edge to them in certain areas, but I felt like they did come off a bit more safer. I wanted them, like when I heard Young and Menace, I was like, I don't care if the album's bad, go balls to the wall. Go absolutely nuts.
Yeah. And I think unfortunately,
I feel like they pulled back and went safe after the criticism of it.
After the criticism of Young and Menace, I feel like they did definitely pull back and try to like make it more like American Beauty, American Psycho, because like you got to remember that's their best-selling album. And like,
really?
Oh yeah, unfortunately,
I figured it would have been like say Rock and Roll or something.
No, it's that one because of Centuries.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. I wonder if, like, with streaming now, maybe, like, Cork Tree... No, Centuries is still their most streamed song. I was like, maybe Cork Tree's overtaking it with, like... Because Cork Tree's got Sugar and Dance Dance, which are both up there.
That's true.
But, I mean, Sugar's third behind Centuries and Thanks for the Memories. So...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. I like it. I don't love it. I think if I'm giving the album like a number rating, it's probably like a 5 out of 10. But that's better than what I think about the other two.
I think we're about to have a. Actually, I don't know where you're going to put the next one.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so I'll move on to.
Yeah,
this is a pre-hiatus one.
Oh, pre-hiatus.
Yeah, it's the evening out with your girl, number 7.
Number 7, evening out with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's my number 9.
Fair.
It's
fair.
Listen, man.
I kind of figured.
Listen, man. I don't even know if I could call this a Fall Out Boy album.
that's why I kind of ranked it so generously. I'm like, I'm not gonna like put a what sounds like a very self-produced demo album, kind of sound and base it off of like what's supposed to be a high production pop rock record like Save Rock and Roll. That's why I think I'm like I'd rather listen to this than that. I'm like I can get through the fact that the vocals are mixed horribly and he's still not that great at singing because it's basically a demo.
Yeah, and there's no tuning. They like just kind of fucking went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and honestly, I don't have much else to say outside of that. Just like it's I didn't take it super seriously because again, you can tell it's a demo. So for me, it's like it's just cool to see them doing their thing before they got their first big album out.
Yeah.
It's a little sloppy, a little rough around the edges. It sounds like their vocals were recorded in the bathroom and everything else is recorded somewhere else.
That's how you do it. Local pop punk band. Hey, it was good enough to get them where they are today.
Exactly.
And by that, I mean it was good enough to take one song off of it, put it on Take This to Your Grave, and not do any of that shit ever again.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, Calm Before the Storm's on both.
Oh, cool.
And the second verse has changed.
I hardly paid attention when it came to Evening Out. I just kind of listened and went,
Yep.
That's a demo album. That's a before I blow up album.
Yeah, I wish I would have told you to listen to the bonus tracks on Believers Never Die 1 because they re-recorded Growing Up. I think they re-recorded it probably for Take This to Your Grave and cut it just based on how it sounds. But they re-recorded Growing Up and it sounds pretty good on that. Like,
okay,
it's not too bad. It's very clearly just them biting Blink-182's Damn It because it's the same theming, same like really fast song. But yeah, it's Evening Out is not good, and I will be harsh against it because I know they hate it too.
I mean, that's fair. I wouldn't want to be remembered for that if I had half the other albums that they had. Yeah,
Patrick Stump straight up for a while. Like, Evening Out was not on like iTunes or streaming or anything for a pretty long while, and Patrick Stump would straight up just tell people like, yeah, just pirate it, dude. Like, I think he said like, out of all of our albums, I encourage you to pirate that one.
Yeah, I will say though, I do think sometimes it bothers me when like old artists like hate on their old stuff. I'm like, dude, it's called growing. Like, yeah, of course you're not gonna like your like. I get it. You want people to listen to your new stuff, but don't hate on your old stuff. Especially something where it's like, hey, it's us recording in a bathroom or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they know the novelty of it, and I think that's why it's on stream. Why it's on streaming now. I think they kind of realize like, hey man, people like it. They like to look back at like where we came from, and it's fun to compare how we got there. That's why I always think about putting the old No Business EP back on streaming, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that.
Just like slap it on Bandcamp, and then
especially when I re-recorded like 3 of the songs for the EP that we just put out, and they're way better on those. Like,
yeah,
it's on Bandcamp. You can go buy it, or I think you can download it for free. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, so then,
it's not worth your money. So if I'm charging for it, that's fucking stupid. But
it's $20.
Yeah. My basic notes for Evening Out were, obviously, it's a production issue. If they went to record this with somebody who knew what they were doing, it probably would have been better.
Yeah.
Sure. I said Patrick could have sounded worse. He certainly could have. He could have sounded worse.
He did sound. I was surprised at how bad he did sound.
He does sound bad, but I mean, he's also like 17 or 18 at this point, I think. Maybe younger than that. Like, I'll give him a pass. I said Pete's lyrics are a complete and utter coin flip on whether they're like pretty good or like very, very bad. And just overall, it sounds like high schoolers wrote it, and there's not really a reason to listen to it, which is why I have it at the bottom. I think all of the other albums at least have like some reason to listen to them, whereas like this one, I'm like, you don't need to listen to this. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, my thought of it was, you have a reason to listen to this one if you're a fan of Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
You don't have a reason to listen to God Save Rock and Roll, no matter what, unless you're drunk at a bar.
I'd call that a reason.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair.
Wherever I go.
Let's move on to what are we on now? We're moving up pretty quick.
We are moving. We're schmoovin'.
Dude, that 21
Moving and
Pilots one was
grooving.
like 2 hours or so, man. That was a while to edit down.
Yeah, I mean, that
We got this
one-
in no time.
There's a lot
There
more
was
to talk about with that band.
Yeah.
They got,
There was
what
a
was
lot
it,
of
like
it.
8 albums and like a continuous story, whereas just Fall Out
Yeah.
Boy just kind of does whatever every like couple years.
Yeah, and half the post hiatus stuff, or if not all, is just like, yep, it's pop music.
That's the thing is we've talked about 3 albums that I don't have much to say about. When we get to the good stuff, I'll have things to say.
Oh yeah, and we're almost there.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I'll go ahead with my number 6, and that is Folia. No, I'm just kidding. It's American Beauty, American Psycho.
Yeah, you might have been getting shot if that happened. You might have been getting shot if Foley was number 6.
I thought about doing it for 9, but I was like, he won't believe it if I go to do it for 9.
No, I
6,
wouldn't believe that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. American PP, American Poo Poo, I believe was that's my number 8. Also, hello, Ames. How you doing? Yeah, American PP, American Poo Poo's at number 8.
I like the name American PP, American Poo Poo.
That's what I feel when I hear this album.
I gotta be honest, I didn't like. I thought, for me, they're less rock songs and more pop songs, and I think that's why I enjoyed it more than Save Rock and Roll. Save Rock and Roll sounded like they're trying to make rock songs pop songs with awful pop production. This one sounds like they're trying to make pop songs be pop songs with okay production. And for that, I think I enjoyed it more. I think this, outside of, this is the third one. The third one is American Beauty, American Psycho, the song.
Oh, that's your
also
third.
one
Like,
of
this song
the
is
third
so
worst
ass, I
song.
can't listen to it.
I hear it and I'm like, my brain
it's-
short circuits. I literally have no idea what's happening. I'm surprised it's on the album. I'm surprised
Yeah.
it's the album title. Like, I feel like I'm having a stroke listening to
Yeah.
it. It's so
I,
weird.
I
And it's-
hated that one when it came out. I still don't
unnerving.
like it, but it's like there's songs I hate more now, is how I can put it.
Real. That's my least favorite one. That's bottom 3 just in all of general for Fall Out Boy for me.
That's fair. It is like it's so just abrasive, and it's like directly in your face. It like there's no warm up or anything. There's no intro. It literally just barrels right in it. It's
like,
fucking crazy.
Yeah, all I know is the drums are doing like a cool drum beat, but then like he's singing like a typical like pop kind of vibe over top. But then
God
there's
forbid you could hear
don't
any of it.
know. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what else is going on in between. But just like the way the drums are going with the vocals and then whatever else is in the background that I cannot decipher just does not like match in any way. The drum beat's cool. Do something else with that drum beat. It was a cool drum beat, but
Yeah.
gosh dang. I don't know what's going on in that song at all.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I do agree. Can we make a American PP, American Poo Poo album?
We could make an American. We should make it with like the. What do they call it? Glooping, where you just make like video game swamp noises.
How about just we cover the whole album but just ukulele?
Oh, I think that's the one way you could make this album worse.
Yep, American PP, American Poo Poo.
American PP, American Poo Poo.
Doing American Beauty, American Psycho on a ukulele and a cajon. There we go. All right, what are you thinking about this album?
It's bad.
Okay.
Man, I gotta say, hold on, I gotta go to my notes. My first note is just all capitals ass. And then the next note is some songs are just fine. And that's the
Ukulele
extent of my
and
notes. Okay,
I'm glad you write the same kind of notes that I write, because that's literally what I write.
I think Kiara had fell asleep at one point and was like, summarize it in 2 lines. I was like, all right, got it. Ass. Some songs are fine.
Yeah.
Let me see here. There's not a lot to love about this album. It's just bad. Like, I hate to just be like a old head who shits on post hiatus, but you gotta understand that some of this shit is just bad. Like you said, American Beauty, American Psycho sucks ass. That song is just not good.
One of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
You gotta go 4 songs in to get a listenable track on this album. And then guess what happens after it? Uma fucking Thurman.
I gotta be honest, it's the nostalgia. It's a banger for me.
That song, okay. See, it's the good nostalgia for you. It's the bad nostalgia of I worked at a fucking gym when that song was popular, and every time I hear it, it makes me want to fucking paint the walls with my goddamn brains.
That's fair. That's fair. But I don't know, man.
I will say, like, Kids Aren't Alright is fine. I do kind of like Favorite Record. I think that's a very underrated track. It actually has the least amount of streams on the entire album. That's fucking criminal.
I said for a favorite record, I said this just sounds like wallpaper music. But granted, that was also my take for the whole album. Basically, I'm like, this is just Rock Band goes background wallpaper. Music.
It is kind of wallpaper music. I like Favorite Record. I love the chorus of. I think it's just a very sweet little like pop song of just I spin for you like your favorite records used to. I love it. I don't love it, but I like it.
You love it in terms of the album.
I do think 4th of July has one of their best lyrics of all time, but it's unfortunately in a really shit ass song. Because I love the lyrics of I think it's I'm sorry every song's about you, the torture of small talk with somebody you used to know. Killer lyric. Why is it in that song? Why is it in that song? That song's not good.
To the devil, and they had to write American Beauty, American Psycho.
And then, we slapped the fucking Big Hero 6 soundtrack song on this bitch for no fucking reason. This album's already, fucking...
Too long.
Yeah, the album would already be, it's almost 40 minutes. It's already too long. And then Twin Skeleton's a pretty good song, but at that point we're done. Did anybody really listen that far? I
was gonna say, by the time Immortal and Twin Skeleton both have no notes for me. I think I just tuned out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep, it's over. We're done.
Twin Skeleton's pretty good. I like Twin Skeletons.
Yeah.
When the album came out and I was spinning this on the CD I had in my car, I was like, damn, I really like that last track. It's too bad I only really like the last track.
High school Paul driving to school, jamming out the Uma Thurman, singing at the top of his lungs.
No, I wasn't. Man, Centuries. Oh yeah, they did do a duet version of Irresistible with Demi Lovato. However, they didn't even change any of the fucking lyrics. She just sings the second verse. It's the fucking laziest goddamn feature I've ever heard.
That was my only note for the song, was just, where's Demi? Because
everybody's only heard the Demi version. Even Kiara was like, where the fuck is Demi Lovato? And I was like, well, she was in the music video when she wasn't on the song. And then they added her later. Because why would they have her in the music video when she's on the song? It's fucking stupid. This whole album's fucking stupid. I hate it. And yeah, Centuries exists. I'm glad that they never have to work another day or worry about writing music because Centuries exists. That's the only thing I can say about that song.
Fair point.
I won't lie, I was kind of excited when it came out. I liked Centuries when it released, and I was like, you know what? If most of the album sounds like this, I think I'll be okay. And then the whole rest of the album sounded worse, except for Favorite Record.
Yeah.
Oh, Novocaine's horrendous. Fuck that song.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about any of it because, again, I felt like it was just for me, it's the kind of music someone puts on. For the most part, I'll be like, whatever.
Yeah, and then, by God, they sure made America Psycho again and remixed with varying levels of good rappers.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to bother.
I do gotta say, Centuries with Juicy J, that's kind of enticing. Fuck, they had I Love McConan? Club going up on a Tuesday? Not gonna argue with an autistic man about Fall Out Boy. Good choice. Good choice. Kyle, get us on to the next album, please. Yeah, I beg you.
Let's move on. Let's see where I'm at now.
I beg you. Get me away from this.
What's left?
You got 5.
I think.
You have no post-hiatus left, which is good. I don't think... obviously neither of us do. We do the same album at the same time.
Yeah. That's true.
Whatever you say, Pete Wentz Jr. is crazy. I can actually sing and scream. I'm not Pete Wentz Jr.
Ooh, got him.
Love that boy.
So I'm not sure if this is a hot take for you, but I'm going so much for Stardust now. But we are in the positive now, I will say.
Ooh. I think we're one off on that. I think my so much. Let me look at the. Yeah, Stardust is at 4 for me.
I got to be honest. I watched you.
Wait a minute.
I watched myself.
Hold on, that can't be right. Kyle, we're an album short. Wait, hold on.
Was there 10?
I think there's 10.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 left. Oh no.
Yeah. Ooh.
We're so
this is crazy. How did we do this? Oh my god. It's because I added Pac Sam so late. My bad, chat. My bad.
Moving down.
My bad.
You're even worse than we thought. Moving them down another
King
number.
Moron strikes again, baby. Okay.
All right.
For my reference, chat, Stardust does stay at number 4. It doesn't move down. Stardust stays at number 4. Where did you get adjusted, Kyle?
It's still where's it? No, where's it now? So now it's 6.
Okay, now it's 6. Got it.
So
Got it.
5 above it. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, Kyle.
Let me find my notes.
Number 6.
This was a
I am sitting here thinking about what you have above this, and one of those is a crazy pick.
I was wondering how you're going to feel about the one that I'm sure you're talking about, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
But this was a weird one because when I first listened to it, when it came out, like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is great. Fall Out Boy, back to form after all these years. But I think, and this isn't necessarily a slight on it, but I think it's just the fact that the way we did this, which is like, yeah, listen to all these albums within a month. So because I had such recency of listening to all the old Fall Out Boy, when I finally got to this one, it almost felt bitter. It was almost like, felt like it was like, this is the best you're going to get. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I think because it was so recent coming from all the great pre-hiatus stuff, it almost felt like it was like, man, but they still didn't hit, at least for my opinion. I don't think it's better than anything that they did pre-hiatus, and I think that was where it was like almost bitter, and it felt disappointing versus like it's, you know, waiting 10 years, you're going, finally a good Fall Out Boy record, versus listening to all the good Fall Out Boy records and then hearing this one, you're like, all right, yeah, it'll do, and that's how I felt. I was like, it'll do,
yeah,
it'll do.
That's fair.
Yeah, but again, it is good. For me, it was just interesting how I kind of perceived it in the context of listening to everything versus when I just heard it on its own. I guess is kind of what I wanted to point out.
That's fair.
But it is good. It is. I do want to clarify. I know I kind of bagged on it. I wasn't trying to bag on it. I was just trying to say compared to the pre-hiatus stuff.
Listen,
I still don't think it was up to that.
I will accept bagging on Stardust compared to post-hiatus any day. There's one post-hiatus album I like Stardust better than, and I think it's with fair reasoning.
Pre-hiatus.
Yeah, pre-hiatus. I love it way more than any of the other post-hiatus stuff.
Yeah,
I truly,
like, wait a minute.
I truly think we can only consider post-hiatus like the 3 that we've talked about already. I think Stardust is the start of like a new like I don't want to say era because of fucking Taylor Swift, but you know what I'm saying. Like, this is a new time period for Fall Out Boy.
Hopefully they go back to more stuff like this.
We are now in the Stardust dynasty, if you will. We're in the 8-Ball dynasty. Probably shouldn't say that. That's like 8-Ball's a drug. I only know that because of GTA.
Everything's a drug.
Everything's a drug. True.
Everything's a drug.
True. Man. You got anything more to say about that? Because I could gush about this album a little bit.
I'm looking through my notes.
Yeah.
Again, I liked it for the most part. Nothing blew me away too much. Yeah, I'm glad that we're back in the more rock scene. I think the production still felt a little poppy in my production or preference. Oh my gosh, I'm having a stroke. But yeah, and that's a minor criticism. The production's still good. I think it could have used a little bit of like rock and bite to it.
That's fair.
Just for my preference. Outside that, like it wasn't like God Save Rock and Roll where it was awful production. Like this was still solid production.
I do think some of your production concerns just comes down to the writing of some of the songs. Because like if you listen to like Love from the Other Side, like that's straight up just Fall Out Boy. Mm-hmm. Like there's the little piano ditty at the beginning, but like that is just that's a Fall Out Boy song.
I love piano rock though. I mean, I'm a freaking 21 Pilots fan. Of course, I love some piano rock.
But like I could get it on like what is it? Fucking Heartbreak.
Thank goodness we did not get the Start the Fire cover on this album.
It is on the album on streaming actually. Not on my vinyl though. Can't take that back, bitch. What, you don't like
house and swap it out.
You don't like Burj Khalifa, Metroid, something George Floyd. Something Second Tower. What else do I have to say? Dude, it's so bad. I love it. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so fucking bad.
Yeah. I will say, I think just to top off that production, because this also might help explain a future pick that's probably going to come, is I sometimes do lean like towards like rock records sounding just a bit more like rough production-wise. Like I kind of sometimes would rather have that than be like overly clean and overly polished.
That's why I figured you've picked that one. The one that's above it for some fucking reason. Yeah. A lot of my notes were just about I like this record a lot. I think the biggest thing that this record has going for it, and obviously this is a note for the one pre-hiatus that's below it, but this record feels so sincere. This feels like a record they wanted to make. And like obviously Contract with Island is done. They didn't have to do shit. They could have just played pre-hiatus shit and Centuries till the end of time and made $1 million fucking a year. But instead, it felt like, they were like, we got some shit to write about. Granted, some of it, I will give it to you. There's some cheesy ass, cheeseball, cornball ass lyrics on this record. What a Time to Be Alive did make me want to die when it came out at first. And I've turned around to really loving that song.
Yeah, my note on that was, it's fun. So
yeah, it's such a fun song. Do I wish we didn't say I got the quarantine blues? Yeah, I do wish that, but it's there. And so is the rest of the song, which is great. Really glad to have Pete Wentz doing spoken word again on Baby Annihilation.
I wasn't a fan of them, if I'm being honest, the little transition spoken word songs. But I felt like that was more like a pre-hiatus kind of like callback.
They were definitely better pre-hiatus. I will say that. Yeah. They were better pre-hiatus. But it's nice to have it back. I feel like it makes it feel more like an album. However, what I'm going to argue, and this is why it's above the one pre-hiatus album that it is, I think there are some of the like genuine like best songs they have written on this song. And songs that like emotionally move me. I think it's just I'm old now. And I get where they're coming from on this one. Yeah. I think one of my notes was literally Unk Still Got It.
Still Got It. That's a good one.
Yeah, Unk Still Got It. We're so back. But I get where they're coming from on this one. And like I've been along for the ride, man. And I appreciate what they're saying on this album about like, fuck, this could be our last album. If we fuck this up, we're probably done.
Yeah. They did not.
And they didn't fuck it up. And it was great. And like you got a lovely throwback of Love from the Other Side. I don't think there's a bad song on this album. I'm just going to say that. This is, well, the one below this is where I think we start no bad songs. But not a bad song on this album. I think there are some absolute highlights of like Love from the Other Side. I'm just going to name every song if I do this, so I'm not going to do it. But, like, I think Heaven, Iowa, I Am My Own Muse, I love Flu Game, and genuinely, like, every time I hear it live, So Much for Stardust does move me to tears. I think that is... It's tough to call it their best closing track, but I think it might be. I do think it might be their best closing track. No, I lied. I lied. I got all this ringing in my ears and none of my fingers exists. I forgot about that one. Second best, though. Second best.
That's fair.
But yeah, this album's great. And if they never made another album, I think their legacy would be set in stone. And I would be A-okay with that. But I'm glad that they don't have to make another album in 2 years because of a record label contract. Because guess what, baby? Pete Wentz owns the record label.
Yeah, I thought they were on, and maybe they were, but I thought they were on Fueled by Ramen.
No, they were on Island Records for Save Rock and Roll to Mania. They were on Island Def Jam. They were on Jay-Z's fucking label. And that's why we got pop songs. And then for this, their contract with Island was up, and they went right back to Fueled by Ramen under the license of... It says under exclusive license to Electrica Music Group, but I think it was Decay Dance. Which is Pete's record label that he fucking owns, where he signed, like, you know, Panic at the Disco, The Cab, like, all those fucking bands that they were butt buddies with in the late 2000s.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think we're good on Stardust.
Yeah, that was
Kyle,
again. Good ender.
It's a very good way to close it out. You're like, finally some good music again.
Yeah. But now we'll move on to number 5.
Number 5.
Ooh. So we're at this tough part right now for me. Wait, are we?
I don't know.
Yeah. We're at this part. I think the next handful here are a little interchangeable for me, but I think I'm gonna go with Infinity on High.
Whoa! Hold the fuck up! What?
I think. Okay,
how does it keep getting higher? You know which one I'm talking about. How does it keep getting higher?
We'll get there when we get there.
What?
We'll get there when we get there.
All right. Well, Infinity on High is number fucking 2 for me.
It's a great album.
You got to be kidding! I need to hear you spitting some slander right now, Kyle.
Well, there's actually no slander here. Like, I'm at the point where everything's positives for me.
That's fair. I feel like, you know what? I feel like that's like me ranking Trench in 3rd, so I'll give you this one.
Yeah. This, for me, this is very, after we hit American
Hold on,
Beauty,
I've concerned Kiara by yelling.
What's happening?
Kyle ranked Infinity on High at 5th.
I think it's solid. It's a solid record.
You know what he hasn't ranked yet?
What?
Pax Amadeus.
What?
That's what I said.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Slow down.
This is Kyle taste we're talking about, though.
Okay.
You know what I am noticing, though, Kyle? We have not ranked a single album at the same place.
That's true. I actually was thinking about that today. Not just that, but we've never, in any of the ones that we've done before, we've never ranked number 1 as the same. So I'm curious when we get there. Yeah,
I am curious to get there. But yeah. All right, spit your Infinity slander.
Infinity slander is, oh boy, really catchy songs. 2 songs in. Takeover was really catchy. I really liked a lot of the the first 3 to 5 tracks. I was like, this might be my favorite one. This is amazing.
I do gotta agree. It is a generational opening run on this bitch. Hold on.
And then I think it was the second or third one. I think it wasn't one of the singles. It wasn't like Dance Dance or whatever. Not Dance Dance. That's on a.
That's not on this album. Was it?
It's the big one on this one.
Oh, is it? It's not This Ain't a Scene, is it?
It was the one before that. I think is the one where I was like, this song's actually fantastic. I mean, I love This Ain't a Scene.
Well, the Takeover, the Breakover is before This Ain't a Scene.
I'm just gonna pull up the disc.
Yeah, pull up the track.
I'm going to Apple Music. I don't know why for this one I took just general notes and not song notes. I don't know why.
That's fair.
So I don't have the names of the songs. But
this is one that I don't think I can listen to without listening all the way through.
Yeah, I think it was the Takeover. It was either song 1 or song 2, or probably both. Where I was like, these songs absolutely schmack. These songs are fantastic.
Kyle, could you click over to your tier list real quick? Kiara wants to see it.
Yes, I can.
It's pretty good so far. This is the first sin he's committed, I would say.
For me, it's not even a sin because I think it's pretty high for me.
I mean,
Like, for
look
me,
where
I think
Stardust
this
is
is,
on
like-
mine.
Well, you should both be shot for that.
No, we should not. You know what 3 albums are above Stardust.
I know.
Anyway, yeah.
But
Thank you, Kyle, for humoring her.
Sorry, thank
no,
you.
you're good. And honestly, I think I forgot to go back and listen to Stardust one more time.
Oh, big use.
Because I think I listened and went, yep, that was good. And then like was like, all right, I need to go back to all the albums I listened to like a month ago and make sure I still like them. And I forgot to give that one a second listen. And I wish I did. Because I think it could have been maybe like 1 or 2. Probably not. It'd probably still be the same place. But I think I would appreciate it more.
I do
Anyway.
think that is a fair placement for it. Yeah, there's just the one that I don't understand how it's climbing higher, but
yeah,
we'll get there.
Yes.
But yeah, I will agree with you. What a fucking opening 7-track run on this for like normal ass like casual listeners.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was pretty set in. I think because for me this one and Take This to Your Grave were very evened out. For me, it was more like, do I prefer them leaning? This one I feel like leans more in like the theatrical pop that they go more into in Folly, and I felt like Take This to Your Grave leans away from that and goes more towards like a standard rock sound. So for me, I was like, which one do I kind of like prefer a bit more? And I think this one has higher highs, but I think for like in terms of consistency, I think I might have liked. I'd have to probably go back to be sure, but I think I might have liked Take This to Your Grave just a little bit more in terms of like I think I all the way through I'm like this is good versus Infinity. I was like, this one's amazing, and I was like, yeah, this one's fine. Oh, this one's amazing. Oh, yeah, it's fine. And I think that was maybe my
Really.
I don't think any of them were bad on Infinity on High, but I just think I think I just enjoyed the more like straight through rock experience that I got on Take This to Your Grave versus this one. I did feel like a couple moments felt a little I wrote here a couple moments like felt a little disjointed from song to song. And I think that was just from going from some of the more maybe like heavier rock stuff to some of the more like poppier stuff.
That is kind of wild to me.
But again, like these are just like album cohesion complaints, less like I didn't like the song complaints. I don't think there was a single song that I didn't like. I thought they were all great.
That's fair, and I do have to like make sure I'm remembering that I've been injecting this album into my fucking brain since I was like 12, maybe 11. So like this album, not this one specifically, but like pre-hiatus Fall Out Boy like built me as like a music enjoyer. So like all of that I feel is like pretty untouchable in terms of like how good the songs are. I would like to know like what were some of your tracks that you weren't enjoying as much?
Let me pull up the list real quick. I think maybe either Hum Hallelujah or Golden I felt like were a little too like they weren't bad, but I thought like they were just a little too like poppy. It took away some of like the
that had to be Hum Hallelujah then, because Golden is the piano track.
Okay, maybe.
And you've hurt my heart on both accounts.
Again, I still enjoyed them. I just think, I prefer like the rockier side with the boys.
I don't know. Hum Hallelujah is a pretty rocky one. I feel like I'm Like a Lawyer is the one you would talk about being poppy. That's the fucking.
I did say that was my first one where I kind of went like, all right, we're set. Like that was for me the settled down one. I said it's a bit meh, especially after the first 3 songs were so awesome.
I will give you that, Hayden. Infinity is a great album to pick for your favorite Fall Out Boy album.
Mm-hmm. I thought it used to be yours back in the day.
It's changed a couple times. Like I feel like early high school, it was probably Take This to Your Grave, and then like late high school, it was probably Infinity. But that has changed again.
I wonder what it could be.
Shout out to the Carpal Tunnel of Love, fucking Happy Tree Friends music video. Just blood everywhere of little woodland creatures getting killed. Straight up on VH1. Also, shout out to the I'm Like a Lawyer music video. They were on Coney 2012 and fucking 2007. That shit's crazy.
Also, all the I've got all the. Is that a song name? I've got all the ringing. I got
all this ringing in my ears and none of my fingers.
Yeah, I said this sounds so much like Folly. This song's awesome. So I really liked that one.
Oh, that song.
And I kind of said it was a summary for me. It was like it's like a catchier sounding Under the Cork Tree. So like more pop sounding.
That is their best closing track. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Like, I don't, again, like I had to think of it when I was talking about Stardust being their best closer, but yeah, I think I've Got All This Ringing is absolutely. Here's my thing. I think this album flows so incredibly well track to track. I think it paints such a perfect picture of what Pete Wentz is trying to say. I think like you can't, I physically can't have like one track without the other. I know every transition like so perfectly. It feels weird to listen to these songs not in album order to me. And I think that's what I like. I think the meanest I could be to a track is like Bang the Doll Drums is some silly ass pirate music. And like, I think that's the meanest I could be to that track because I still love it.
That's fair.
The fucking yo ho ho.
Also, this is the part where I do say, because this is where we get to all the big singles, like Thanks for the Memories. Yeah, all those ones are awesome. I'm just gonna say that right now. Even for the future albums that have the big hits like Dance Dance or whatever, I know some people want to hate on them or whatever because they're the most popular, and all the other songs are just as good. But like they're bad, like they're classics, man. I
did do that back in the day. I was a Thanks for the Memories hater back in the day, and I was so wrong for that. I think I was just tired of that being the only Fall Out Boy song people knew in middle school. Like straight up, everybody would be like, I would be like, yeah, Fall Out Boy's my favorite band, and people in middle school would be like, oh, I love Thanks for the Memories, and I'll be like, guys, come on, there's better songs.
You're in middle school. What memories are you thankful for?
Yeah, like there's better songs. There's better songs. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like literally, like Hum Hallelujah is right there. I love that track. But yeah,
I wish they hummed the Hallelujah song instead of singing it. I think it would have worked better.
Hum it just off the key of reason, man.
Yeah.
I thought I loved you. It was just how you looked in the light. A teenage boy in a parking lot. Hold on. I'm getting my notes out.
I thought you were just going to keep singing. I was like, go ahead, man, as long as you need.
I would need the whole song if I was going to do that.
40-something minutes.
I said for Infinity, they were very ahead of their time on this. I think they were getting out of pop punk and trying to make like real ass music. Oh, plus the goofy ass music video with monkeys and Kim K. Yeah, that was very true. They did just have some literal zoo monkeys in the Thanks for the Memories video trying to hit on Kim Kardashian.
I think I did see that like years ago.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Interesting.
I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do with it. Take Over the Breaks Over music video has one of the Naked Brothers in it, funny enough.
Really?
Yep. They had some wild but very good music videos for this. Like every one of them was so different from the last. Like This Ain't a Scene, they like kill Pete Wentz and then he revives at his funeral. Reference to him being a vampire in a earlier music video. Take Over the Breaks Over is just inside Pete Wentz's mind, but one of the Naked Brothers plays young Pete Wentz. What is it? I'm Like a Lawyer is literally Coney 2012 propaganda in 2007. And then Carpal Tunnel of Love is a Happy Tree Friends music video where they made Happy Tree Friends versions of Fall Out Boy. It's all so different and I love it. And that's another thing I just love about this album.
Sounds to me like they just got excited that they had a budget and said, "Yeah, let's just do whatever we want."
Yeah, like you come off of putting out Dance Dance and Sugar We're Going Down, and it's like, I don't know, let's spend some budget.
Can we get Kim Kardashian? We can. Okay.
Yeah. My other notes were, man, what an album. Songs felt bigger and much better written than like anything on Cork Tree. Maybe not anything on Cork. Okay, I cannot in my brain say anything on Cork Tree knowing how I feel about a certain song on Cork Tree, two certain songs on Cork Tree, but we get a lot bigger on this one. The collaborations are insane. Like having Jay-Z intro the fucking album on Thriller is crazy, as well as having Babyface produce This Ain't a Scene. It's an arms race. And like I love the addition of orchestral shit. I love
Yeah, that's nice.
I think You're Crashing, but You're No Wave is one of my favorites on this. The Courtroom song. I love that shit so much. I could gush about this album for hours. This is the other album I have written a literal movie script connecting all of the songs together for. The other one's Panic at the Disco's Fever You Can't Sweat Out, so...
Yeah. Too bad you guys will never see that that album ranking because it's lost media now.
Ooh, is it? Damn.
Yeah, I think that was the one where either I forgot to save it to my computer in time, or it's the one where my vocals were accidentally too loud because I think I had 2 mics plugged in, and for whatever reason, when I did the audio test, it was fine, and then I think I clicked a button and then turned on the other mic.
Damn.
So you could not hear you at all.
Ooh.
So yeah, the Gorillas and the Panic are gone for good.
Damn. That's a shame. We'll have to redo it at some point.
Yeah, when the new Gorillas album
yeah, when
comes out.
Panic at the Disco inevitably releases another shit-ass album, we'll redo that one, and then when The Mountain comes out, we can redo Gorillas.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I take a quick potty break?
Sure.
I drank a lot of rum, unfortunately, and I have to pee really bad.
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know, can you? Teacher, can I use the bathroom? Alright, I'll be right back, chat.
Yeah. I'll keep the chat entertained, don't you worry. I just forgot how to play it immediately. What the heck? cheapviewerstreamboo.com. No way. No way. No way. No way. See, I gotta practice more, man. What was I working on earlier? I was coming up with like this cool chord progression. I think that sounds kind of pretty. So you got like a G, and then what was it? I think it's just G, and then like an F in there. So G, F, A, C. And then what do I hit after that? I think it's like D. Yeah. That's really cool. So you can like...
Alright. Kyle, I can't believe you're bringing in the bots to the chat. You
all
play
I
the
get,
fucking
man.
banjo right now?
I gotta entertain my stream somehow, man.
Hearing that clip in and out of the
Oh, I didn't even think
the
about
like
that.
noise, the noise suppressor.
Yeah.
Do you guys like my bots? Oh, I still have rum left. Lovely.
But wait, there's more.
But yeah, I love Infinity on High a lot.
Yeah. I think it's a great album.
It is almost the peak of what Fall Out Boy has done.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, where did you rank it again?
Second.
Oh, Oh my gosh. I don't know why I thought it was like 4th or 5th or 4th.
Hell no, it's a second.
But
Cheap
alright,
viewers
well.
at myass.net. All right, Kyle.
Album number 4.
Album number 4. Kyle's 4th favorite Fall Out Boy album.
Which one could it be? Take This to Your Grave. Ooh.
I just still can't believe it's still there. I can't believe it's still there. Take This to Your Grave. Take This to Your Grave is 5th for me.
Interesting.
What did you do? Did you just do 4? Oh, we almost met there, didn't we?
Did we? I did 4, I think. Yeah.
We were so close. We were so close.
Interesting. See, honestly, I think like from Infinity High up, I think it's very or not hit or miss. I think they fluctuate a lot because I'm looking at this now. When I did Infinity on High, I gave that like between like a 7 and an 8 out of 10, just like out of rough scores that I put here. But Take This to Your Grave, when I first listened, I originally gave 6 to 7. So I guess maybe originally I didn't like it as much.
Interesting.
So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think it was hard for me to pinpoint a lot of these.
I think the second listen is very, very important, and I will get into that a lot next episode. But that's a little preview for that. But I think that second listen is so important. But yeah, what'd you like about Take This?
Let's see what I said here. I still wasn't. I thought the production was still a little rough because this was their first official.
This is their first real album.
Okay, yeah. Vocals sound a lot better. First off, clarity's quite good on the songs. I'm doing this in order, so this was in comparison to Evening Out with Your Girl.
Yeah.
Just to make that clear. I wasn't a huge fan of Pros and Cons. Favorites was Dead on Arrival or Chicago 2 Years.
Is that okay? It is the one I thought it was.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I took really bad notes, I guess, on the first couple albums here because I do not have much outside of that.
Oh,
Dead on Arrival, yeah, or Chicago So 2 Years Ago. I think were the ones that I really liked.
Oh, Chicago So 2 Years Ago is so good. Yeah.
And yeah, I think outside of that, I mean, for my in terms of notes, I was just like, yeah, pretty good. But I think I just enjoyed it more as a cohesive album. It just being more straightforward, like pop rock, pop punk, whatever you want to call it, kind of stuff. Which is what I was basically saying earlier. That's why I think like these two for me, this one and Infinity on High, were very kind of like I don't know, because this one for me feels more consistent, like I can put it on and jam the whole way through. But Infinity on High, like there are some really good highs that I'm really like jumping up for.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think these could have gone either way. And then now that I'm trying to explain it, I definitely remember more from Infinity on High. So I'm kind of wondering if I should have switched these two. But I guess I set it in stone now, so it's too late.
That's too late, man. You've dug your grave.
Sorry, everybody. Paul will be shooting me in the face live on stream next time.
Yeah, public execution.
Yeah, no, it was good though. I like them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's I don't have much else to say.
Fair enough. I obviously really love Take This to Your Grave. I just think it doesn't resonate with me as much as like some of the later albums do. I think like this obviously resonated like very, very heavily with me in high school because the entire album is about like girl problems and why do you like this guy and not me? And I think that's a lot of what I don't really care for about it anymore. However, I do think these are some of the best of those kind of lyrics you can possibly get. Pete Wentz is kind of fucking mean on this shit.
I didn't pay too much attention to the lyrics, I don't think.
He does make like several death threats pretty early on and tell me that, Mick.
Well, maybe I should put it lower then.
It's this I think is like the blueprint for pop punk to come. I don't think there was a single pop punk band making this in 2003, and every pop punk band after this kind of just did this shit.
Yeah, well, that was kind of where I think I didn't quite know. Is like I think I wasn't sure how much of this predecessed a lot of what like is to come. Even like Infinity on High, I think. I
would straight up say like this doesn't really influence a whole lot of like what is to come for Fall Out Boy. I think this influenced a lot of other bands. Like I would say this is like the blueprint for the story so far. I don't think the story so far exists without this album. This is like misogynistic ass pop punk at its fucking best. Maybe not at its best. I don't know. The story so far might have them beat on Things I Can't Change. What the fuck is the album with empty space on it? I don't fucking remember. Anyways, those first two stories so far. That's somebody I gotta add to the wheel. Holy shit, I gotta add story so far to the wheel. Everyone. Yeah, they gotta be on there.
Are we wheeling today, dude?
Oh, we're wheeling today.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was gonna talk to you about that at the end, but okay. Oh fuck, I scrolled to the top of me and Kiara's texts. I think my basic thoughts on this are just, it's a crazy amount of growth from Take This to Your Grave to this. I don't think that can be understated how much better this sounds than Take This to Your Grave. It's obviously still rough around the edges, like you said, but this is also
Take This to Your Grave.
Yeah. Oh, evening out then. Yeah, Things I Can't Change is a once in a lifetime album. That shit is so special to me. Anyways, this is such an upgrade over Evening Out, and I'm really glad that Calm Before the Storm is on both, and you can hear exactly what like having a real producer did for this band. And the fact that they were willing to like listen to said producer and they weren't afraid to change shit that like needed to be changed. It's also really nice them having a real fucking drummer on this album and not whatever schmuck was on Evening Out, because this was their first album with Andrew and Andy Hurley, and that's why I would say this is like the first real Fall Out Boy album, because they still had they had like a second guitarist. Patrick Stump just did vocals and a different drummer on Evening Out. So that's why I would consider this like their first actual Fall Out Boy album.
Oh, me too. The other one was just to listen to for fun.
Yeah.
Evening Out was just for funsies.
That was just their fun little demo tape.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great songs, a lot of really great. I think this album really shines lyrically, like in a lot of tracks. And man, I love my Silly Blue album, and I love how much they love to call back to it. With like, you know, taking pictures on like a stupid ass bench, and like in the Believers Never Die, their first greatest hits album. They took they like recreated the album art, but them during like the Foley days, because that's like when they might have been done at that point. But yeah, man, like I've heard it so many times because they end every show, but like I still love Saturday. I love Dead on Arrival. I love every song on this album, I think. And that's again, like this is the cutoff for me loving every song on the album. Like I love every song on this, love every song on Stardust, love every song on the three above that. Like, yeah, it's also just a fun fact. Every song on this album is in standard tuning except for the last song, Patron Saint of Liars and Fakes. That one's in drop D. And then the entire next album is in drop D.
That means they wrote that one last and said, "Oh guys, did you hear about this drop D thing?
Yeah,
we should do our whole next album."
They're like, "Guys, I think we should use the Everlong tuning."
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic album. This was very formative for me in early high school. I was just an angry little kid who didn't understand why girls didn't like his weird little ass.
Turns out it's because you liked Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. If you like Fall Out Boy, you get no play whatsoever.
The girl said, "Oh my gosh, I love Dance Dance," and then Paul screamed at them and then said, "Why don't they like me?"
I would have never screamed at somebody for saying they like Dance Dance, and we'll get to that.
Or not. Which one were we talking about?
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know why I hated on that one for so long. That was fucking stupid of me.
Back in the day, it was fun to hate on the popular thing. But
if you wanted to get an all ages venue hype, you did that thing where you'd play the open E string and tune it down to drop D by ear. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Done that a time or two. In church, funny enough.
Right.
All right, Kyle. You're what, number 3?
Number 3.
Which is funny, because if I go to mine, number 7 has not been picked yet.
I wonder what that could be.
I wonder. It's crazy.
It's probably going to be my number 3.
Oh, yeah?
AM Days.
I gotta say that's fucking crazy. That's
so I gotta be honest, I don't have notes for this one. Paul made me listen to it.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a fun 13 minutes, man. That was I liked the fact that the production wasn't all there. I liked the fact
Yeah.
that they weren't trying to do anything fancy. I was like, this is just kind of fun and cool.
It's
And like
I don't
that
think
was it. It was like this is just fun little like punky rock. Patrick wasn't doing his typical like over the top singing, which I thought was really unique. And I think that was why I put it so high. It's just because I was like, this is really unique compared to everything else. Like I don't like, and I think for me, it was like I wanted to kind of highlight that. Like he's not doing his theatrical singing that he does. He's just going, and the whole band's just going, and they're not going. All right, now let's do our bridge and our guitar solo. It's just boom, done, boom, done, boom, done. We're out of here. And I thought that was sick.
That's cool, you know what? That's fair. I can vibe with that, and like I like this one. Like again, like I think Pax Am Days is the barrier for me, like genuinely liking an album. Again, I put Mania above it because I think the highs on Mania are like so high that it pulls it above Pax Am. But Pax Am is such a fun little experiment. I don't think I've ever told you any of the lore on this album, right?
I know nothing. I wasn't going to listen to it because I saw it and I went, there's too much already. I'm not going to listen. And then you texted me and said, listen to it. Yeah.
This album, I believe, was written and recorded in 72 hours.
I like it even more now.
Yeah. It's a very, very cool piece of Fall Out Boy history. I'm glad that I think I own it on vinyl. I don't remember if I do or not. But yeah, like this came out like pretty shortly after Save Rock and Roll. And it was kind of just them going like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make some little like punk songs just for fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. I think it's very cool that like this band that was making like mega radio hits at the time, like The Phoenix and My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, was like, let's make a short like 8-song fucking like 80s punk EP. And it's fun.
Someone's trying to get you and your chat's attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Vrykaz?
Oh, Vree's here. Yeah. Hello, Vree. But yeah, I think it's like, and I think there's some like pretty decent songs on here. Like I would say like We Were Doomed From the Start. I like Love, Sex, Death. I love Caffeine Cold. Like there's some good songs on here. I wouldn't put it above anything that I have it. Like I genuinely like just songwriting wise, and like I guess it's a my taste thing, but like I don't know how I could ever put this above. Like I don't know how I could ever put this above Mania unless I was really a jaded like anti-post hiatus person.
Interesting. See, like I understand. I kind of put it high for the sake of I think just wanting to highlight it, and also it just being so different. Also, it's an EP technically, so like it hardly in my book it doesn't even really count in this. And for me, I was just really surprised when I heard it.
That's fair.
Also, similar to you saying that you had it on vinyl, part of the thing too, because I had trouble ranking these. I was like, I have no idea. And I went, well, how would I feel if someone said, I have an album or every album in Fall Out Boy's collection? Which one do you want? And I kind of like went from there. So I was like, well, first I'd probably take this one, and then I'd probably take this one. So for me, I was like, well, this one would be cool to just have because it's so unique and neat. And 13 minutes, you just put it on, head bang, and then you move on with your life. Yeah. Cool. And I think for me
that is one thing I could definitely give this album is it does not overstay its welcome in the slightest. It's how long is this bitch? 13 minutes, like you said. I think it's
13 minutes.
Yeah, 13 minutes. Does not overstay its welcome. And I think that's very important, especially on a 80s punk EP.
Exactly, yeah. Well, that was the thing. Like, if it was long, if it was a full EP length, I wouldn't have liked it, I don't think. Or I would have been like, it's fine, whatever, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But because it's just 13 minutes, no flair, just rock. I'm like, cool, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't sound good. It's like not exactly like a masterpiece of writing, but it was also done in 72 hours. And I think like knowing that fact, you can cut it a lot more slack. But like, I'm still trying to rate these compared to like, you know, full studio album Mania that contains such like great songs as Wilson and like the other ones that I really like on that album.
But I think that kind of goes about how like I think you were looking at it versus like me, because like you have a Evening Out at the bottom, whereas I have it at 8 because for me it's like I understand like it's not this full production thing, so I'm not gonna compare it, and I'm not gonna have the expectations of a full production for demo. I'm gonna go, how does the demo sound for a demo?
Yeah,
And
it does.
do I enjoy the demo as a demo more than I enjoy this album, this full production album as a full production album?
It definitely feels like you take context into account a lot more than I do, whereas I'm just
if
like,
I know the context, of course.
Yeah, where I'm just like, is the album good?
Yeah. Well,
But
also
I think,
too, especially like that's their date, like that's their first little album thing. I'm like, of course their first album's not gonna be the best.
Yeah.
You know?
Like your first release should be your worst release, ideally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, the ratings are going good.
They're going pretty good.
I've not made Paul want to shoot me yet. Almost did.
Almost did. A little bit. This is what we got right now, Vree. This is mine. And then I can flip over to Kyle's in a second.
Yeah, let me,
we got 2 left.
Oh my gosh, dude, we flew through this one. Actually, I guess it's been an hour and a half already. We really didn't.
It has been an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the edited 21 Pilots video is 2 hours. So
yeah, that thing was like 2.5 hours.
Like you're gonna edit out my pee break and probably me yapping
true.
for a various amount of time.
I only cut out if we go too long on like talking about something that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair.
But outside of that, if we're talking about the album, I'm keeping it in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like this will probably get cut. If you don't get at least one wanting to shoot, you're doing something wrong. Well, I won't want to shoot him at... Here's the thing is I won't want to shoot him over these last 2 placings. So...
Yes, I'm safe. I'm alive.
Yeah, you made it through. The last 2 are pretty much where they should be. And as you can see, they're my 1 and 3 as well. So...
Let's go.
Kyle, what's your number 2?
So I will be disappointing you again, unfortunately. It is Folie à Deux.
Damn.
But I will say, and this for me, I look at it as basically what I was saying with Infinity on High and Take This to Your Grave. I look at this one as an Infinity on High that I enjoy better. A Fall Out Boy record that's rock, still leans more to the theatrical pop side a bit more, but I think does it in a better way. And obviously... I'll spoil it now, but Under the Corkscrew, I feel that way about Take This to Your Grave, but it leans more in that rock side.
Under the Corkscrew.
Yeah.
You did say Under the Corkscrew.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
It's number 1 for me. Vree, to answer that, I can no longer Florida man a motherfucker. I am, in fact, a resident of a different state now.
Mm-hmm. And Maryland man does not have the same ring to it.
Yeah, Maryland man does not have the same ring to it, sadly.
He's Maryland Manson.
Man, chat. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Come on.
Show him your leg. Show him your leg.
Yeah, show him the leg. Show him the leg. Did I pick the right leg? Yeah, I did.
There it is.
Hold on. Fuck! I'm destroying my whole setup for the bit.
Stand on the chair.
There it is.
He can't hear me.
There's only one album on my body. I can't hear what Kyle's saying. I gotta take my fucking ears out in order to not destroy my entire setup. It's fine. I'm moving again soon, so it'll get destroyed soon.
Oh, watch out. There's a flying leg coming at you with 2 bears on it.
Not the bears! The bears.
But yeah, I guess, but also before we talk about the music too much, I want to say banger album art as well. I like to give credit where credit's due. I did it for Flower Boy with Tyler the Creator. Got to give it here. Those bears, those are some goofy bears. I love those bears.
You know what I gotta lend you sometime? I gotta lend you the Folie à Deux comic that I have.
There's a comic.
Not really of it's like based. It's very loosely based on Folie à Deux. It's really just about some dude who wants to fuck a robot.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. I'll give you that. I think it was written by like Pete Wentz and somebody else, but it came out either like shortly after hiatus started or like right before hiatus. It's called Fallout Toy Works.
Fallout Toy Works.
Yeah.
But so for this album though, well, first off, I Don't Care was the first Fall Out Boy song I ever heard. Before I even met Paul, I found it on iTunes and I listened to it. I went, this one's a banger. And then I moved on with my life. And then I met Paul. And he said, yo, man, you heard of Fall Out Boy? And I said, no. And then I went back into my music at some point and went, oh, wait, I did. I did know a Fall Out Boy. Check that out. So fun fact. Anyway, I'm gonna start with the negatives because they're not really negatives. They're kind of like they're negatives that have nothing to do with the album. It's just
It's like taste
Brandon
things.
Urie ruined so much of this sound for me.
No, wrong.
If I never heard any of the awful Panic at the Disco, this probably would be number one, maybe. But
You want me to ruin a
so
song
much
on your
here.
favorite album? Because he's on one of those too.
It's not about just his voice though. It's about like which one? Like something sweet. What is that? American Sweetheart. Is that the one? No, that's not.
No,
it.
he's not on. He's on $20 Nosebleed.
Yeah, he's on $20 Nosebleed. But I'm thinking, hold on, let me.
Like, what is he on Cork Tree?
American Sweetheart. That's the one. I hear that and I'm like, this sounds like what Brendan Urie wanted to do.
Yeah,
Like, this whole album sounds
That's
like what
what
he wanted to achieve, and he just kept trying to make this sound, but worse and worse and worse over the years. Which then every time I hear this, I'm like, it sounds like the Brendan Urie stuff.
Okay.
It's
So
good this time.
you're getting like Viva Las Vengeance flashbacks and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the fact of the sound of this record. It's just that Brendan Urie traumatized me, so it's hard to hear this and not hear him. I did say though, $20 Nosebleed. I was like, this is Brendan Urie's best. This is Brendan Urie's peak. That's his best song. Again, I talked about him a lot in this.
We don't talk about $20 Nosebleed without shedding a tear. That was all I could have wanted in middle school.
Even Head First, I said LOL Brendan wishes, because I'm like, this is exactly what I feel like he's been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And what like the whole time
But he can't do it because that motherfucker kicked his both Patrick Stump and Pete Wentz out of the band.
He kicked all the talent out of the band.
He kicked Ryan Ross out. Ryan Ross wrote the lyrics. Ryan Ross wrote the music. He wrote half of fucking Vices and Virtues.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he just wrote Nearly Witches, but still, it's arguably one of the best songs on the album. So,
has a great ender, since we've been talking about enders. Like that a lot. And I think the songs here are very catchy. Again, like what I was kind of saying about Infinity on High, how it's just like the pop stuff's really catchy there and the highs are really high. I think this is just kind of that, but with more amplification to it of like, yeah, the highs are higher and the consistency is more consistent. IMO.
That's fair. I could glaze this album all night, chat.
Mhm.
This is not my favorite album of all time. It's definitely top 5. Maybe number 2.
Okay.
That'll
That'll be a podcast for a different day.
It don't beat Fever. Like it just don't beat Fever. Anyways, to get into actual like serious discussion about this, I see what you're saying with like the Brendan Urie kind of ruined this album for you, because this does sound like what he wanted to make with Panic, but just unfortunately the talent in his band didn't want to write, as well as he kicked all of the talent out of his band.
Yeah.
Like twice. That motherfucker kicked out Ryan Ross and Dallin Weeks. I'm sorry to keep talking about Panic at the Disco on the Fall Out Boy album, but that man's an idiot.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brandon Urie's on this one, so we're allowed to talk about him, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
We have the Bash Brandon Urie pass right now.
Yeah.
Also, isn't he playing at a concert? Isn't Panic at the Disco coming back for the
yeah, they're doing a Fever reunion, or they're doing like a Fever anniversary tour, and I'm probably gonna go, and I'm gonna be fucking mad about it. And
when they play like 2 Fever songs.
No, they're playing Fever in its entirety.
Oh,
that's why I would actually go.
I thought they were just gonna pretend like they would. And then,
yeah, unfortunately, I have to listen to him butcher Time to Dance, but you know.
Yeah. Also, follow up for the country band name, instead of Joe Brandon, it should be Joe Brandon Urie.
Joe Brandon Urie is insane.
Just keep stacking names on it. Banger country artist name right there, Joe Brandon Urie.
Sorry, I'm texting for work.
No, you're good. This is just your favorite album of all time, and you're just not talking about it. It's fine. We can move on.
Dog.
I like the opener a lot. Disloyal, what's it called? Disloyal
Oh
Water
my
Buffalo or
dog.
whatever. Banger.
Oof. Yeah, that's there's a couple songs on this.
Yeah. I love that I don't know if it's meant to be like a transition, but the way it goes to I don't care, I like it. It's not really a transition, but like
Yeah.
it is, and it clicks well in my brain.
It's such like the transitions in this album
Mm.
or lack thereof in some cases I think are incredible. Yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah, and I noticed that with a lot of the Fall Out Boy stuff. I'm like, I don't know if this is meant to be a transition, but like I like the way it just goes from one to the other.
Yeah, it just like clicks right in. Like the just diving right into I don't care is awesome.
Yeah. I don't think it works all the time, but when it does work, it's really cool.
Yeah. This album is perfect, chat. It is perfection. There's a very good reason it's my number one Fall Out Boy album. It's my favorite album by them. It kind of always has been. Like, I think for a long time, because people were very, very mean and critical about this album for a long time, I didn't want to say that I liked it. But like when I originally like fucking LimeWire stole this album from a friend, or like stole Fall Out Boy from a friend, I got this and I got a very, very rearranged From Under the Cork Tree. And for some reason I really connected with Foley, and I don't know what it was, but
the theatrics of it all.
I think it is the theatrics of it all. I think it's just, it flows incredibly well. I will say, I know you said you loved West Coast Smoker as an ending. I love it since they came back. I think if this had been it, if this had been their last album, not ending with What a Catch Donnie would have been such a fucking miss. But because they came back, and because they've talked about it, and like that's the reason they didn't make What a Catch Donnie the last song, is so that like they didn't want it to seem like this is the last Fall Out Boy album ever. We're done completely after this. Like they wanted things to be a little more open, and I think in the like context of this album of kind of, you know, you're watching a star die. You are watching a star go out, die, whatever you want to fucking say.
Mauled by a bear.
Yeah. You're literally watching, like, I would almost relate it of like you're kind of watching like Kurt Cobain's like downfall in this album. Oh. And I don't know if that's what it's about. I think it's about Pete Wentz feeling very similar things, but like I think you can relate it to like any of those like stars where like something just fell off one day and like, you know, drugs and whatever, like eventually ends with them like taking their own life. And like I think it's beautiful to have What a Catch and then immediately follow it with a song of just like, I don't feel home. I do not feel comfortable anywhere I fucking am. Cause you like build this person throughout like the first 8 tracks of like, you know, kind of building up like this persona, this ego, and then you just shatter it with 27. And then you try to figure out like, where are we fucking gonna go from here? And I feel like in West Coast Smoker, it ends with suicide, for lack of a better term. Like that song feels like a fucking suicide note. And like, it's dark, but I think that is the right way to end this album. Is with just note. Yeah, with just drugs and debauchery and just what can I do to fill the void? Because as 27 says, I don't feel like I am home. I don't feel like I'm comfortable anywhere I'm at. And like, it's beautiful. This album has continued to speak to me since I was like 11 or 12 or whenever I started listening to Fall Out Boy, all the way to me pushing 30 at the ripe old age of 28. And like, it never goes away, man. It's this feels like what they made this band to make. This feels like what Pete Wentz has always wanted to say. And you can tell how much heart was behind this. It wrongfully got so much shit when it came out. I don't even know how some dumbass could ever think this album was bad.
Chris, don't interrupt his monologue.
Yeah, shut the hell up, Chris. You missed all the rankings except for Kyle's number 1.
Yeah.
We're going to our last album after this
number
one.
3.
Yeah. Rounding it out, the features are fucking crazy here. And I don't know what they were thinking, but it all works. And like, I don't know what they were thinking, but it all works. Like having like,
I only know Brandon.
Okay, so you got Brendan, you didn't notice the feature on fucking Tiffany Blues?
No.
It's Lil Wayne.
Oh, I might have then. I just not have clocked it.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and listen.
You got Brendan Urie on $20 Nosebleed, finally giving us the Panic and Fall Out Boy crossover that we've wanted since fucking Fever and Cork Tree came out. You got Lil Wayne on Tiffany Blues singing for some reason. He doesn't rap on it.
Wait, was he in the bridge? Did he do the weird vocal effect?
Yeah, he
thing?
does like the not the boy I was the boy.
I put in my notes. I'm like, what's this weird vocal effect in the bridge?
It's Lil Wayne is the weird vocal effect.
I didn't know that was Mr. Lil.
That is Mr. Carter himself. And then
now I have to listen again with the context of that.
And then I want to see if I can like look up the credits for it, but nah, it doesn't have it. But What a Catch has Brendan Urie, Travie McCoy,
I forgot about
Gabe
that guy.
Saporta from Cobra Starship, the dude from the Cab. It's got basically every one of the bands that they ran with at the time on it, doing all of the bridge songs. And I'm again kind of mad I didn't have you listen to Believers Never Die, because there's a different version of What a Catch, Donnie. Because you know how the callback to Head First Slide is like really obnoxious in What a Catch, Donnie?
No.
Oh, well, I've always just like felt like the way he pronounced it is very weird with the we'll never end up like here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a feature doing that. And on Believers Never Die, for some reason, there's the version without the feature, and it's Patrick Stump's reference track. And I honestly kind of think it sounds better.
Interesting. Because I liked Donnie. I said, I don't know, man. This is a belter.
Donnie's another one that I go back and forth on.
And then I said the fight or flight kicks in when I hear Brendan's voice, though.
That is fair. You hear Brendan Urie. Unfortunately singing Fall Out Boy's best song they've ever written.
Yeah. Every time, man. I'm like, ah.
Just dance. We're falling apart. You have to. Fuck you, Brendan Urie.
Bummer guy.
But yeah, I will say my last note was gonna just be that I think What a Catch, Donnie is probably my least favorite track on this album. Really? And that is not a slight against What a Catch, Donnie. That is a like glowing endorsement of this entire album. Like, I still love What a Catch, Donnie. I still think it's a perfect song. It just happens to be my least favorite on this album. I think it's also another one that, like, people will be like, oh, I like this one. I like the slow piano ballad. And I'll be like, guys, come on. Tiffany Blues is right there. Fucking Whams is right. Oh my God, I didn't gush about Whams. I was going to say lowest number of streams on the album, but somehow West Coast Smoker is lower. But, man, do yourself a favor. Go listen to Whams. Go listen to the Patrick Stump weird blues outerlude at the end of it. Do yourself a favor.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of that.
What?
It didn't feel like it was...
That was my other moment where I figured out I could sing, is I fucking sent somebody a Snapchat in high school of me singing that, and they were like, what do you mean you can't sing? You sang that perfectly. I was like, no.
I think I would have liked it more if it was just like an intermittent. Well, I think that whole ending thing kind of threw me off because like they cranked into that big like rocking thing at the end, but they just immediately faded out, and I was like, you could 5 more seconds.
Oh, where they go into like the full fucking like double bass at the end and like fade it,
and then they just faded immediately. Like there's not even like a few seconds really.
Nah,
of it
I think
being
it's
there.
I think it's absolute
kinda-
cinema, and that's just
I'm-
because I have fucking Fallout Boy brain disease.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the part. I just wish we got it longer. And that the little blues vocal thing at the end, I think could have just been like a separate like interlude. And that's so it's not that I shouldn't say I didn't like it. I just think it for me it was like why is all of a sudden all this stuff happening at the end of this song? And that was where I was at with it.
Yeah, I also don't know whether I like the spoken word on this or Cork Tree better, admittedly. I love the spoken word on both of them. Oh shit, we did forget to bring up the Kanye remix of This Ain't a Scene. That shit rocks!
Well, didn't it make me listen to that?
I did not make him listen to
Me
that.
listen to a Nazi.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Nazis got bars on the track. Cut that out, by the way.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
Yeah. No, that remix is...
As soon as Kanye West gets said,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It'll be another Paul getting put in the trash can meme. I love to try and get this show canceled, baby.
I'm walking on thin ice here, guys. I'm already 0 days without being cringe. I can't be 0 days without being canceled.
I know. But yeah, the remix is genuinely really good, Kyle. You should listen to it. He just makes fun of Fall Out Boy for being white, which is really funny when Pete Wentz is black. But you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like very, very... I don't know what the fucking fraction or percentage is, but he is Jamaican.
Interesting.
Yeah, at least I think so. Maybe it's just because his middle name is Kingston, but...
Like Sean Kingston.
Yeah, Peter Lewis Kingston Wentz.
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I love Folie à Deux. Perfect album. Kyle, what's your number one? As if we didn't know already.
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder. I will.
It's the Fall Out Boy Blue Skeleton. No, it's
Hey! Don't be shitting on Believers Never Die Part 1.
I don't know what it is, man.
It's their greatest hits album.
Oh, screw those.
With
That's
also
like
with like two of the best bonus tracks out there. You should genuinely listen to Alpha Dog and From Now On We Are Enemies. I think those are like some of the best tracks they've ever written. It's number 3 for me, chat. I could not sadly put it above Infinity or Foley, but yeah, another perfect album.
We do, in fact, just to comment on Chris's comment, we do, in fact, stan Kofi Kingston here in this household.
He wasn't even Jamaican.
He wasn't, but he had a job to do and he did it well.
You know who I stand? I stand R-Truth.
True. I don't stand any WWE anymore because...
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like the closest you can get... the closest you can get to standing WWE is like CM Punk, and that's it.
Yeah, I went Chelsea Green, great woman. But yeah, no, I was invested, and then they ruined John Cena's retirement tour, and then they brought Brock Lesnar back, even though he's listed in a sex trafficking lawsuit. But you know, money or whatever. Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's listed in the one that Vince McMahon's in trouble for.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about any of this.
If I had a nickel for every time a friend of the President of the United States was listed in a sex trafficking lawsuit,
I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice. Shout out Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, man.
WWE's been having a rough time. They like hit their peak for like the first time in years, like a year or two ago, and like I felt like it was getting popular and mainstream again, and then like this past year,
actually it's 3 nickels. What was the third time?
Who was the third? Who's his third friend?
I'm thinking
Vince
like
McMahon,
obviously
Jeffrey
there's
Epstein?
Yeah, Vince McMahon, Jeffrey Epstein. Who's the third one?
I don't even know who.
No, he was not friends. The president was not friends with Ian Watkins. I refuse to believe the president of the United States knows who Lost Prophets is.
I like that we're saying the president. So like 10 years from now, whoever is the new president.
Yeah, it'll be fucking. We'll change the law so Zoran Mandami can be president, and then fucking.
Yeah. And then we'll be like, why Zoran Mandami was friends with Vince McMahon and Jeffrey Epstein? Oh no, this video
Gonna
came out like
drop
10 years
Last
ago.
Train Home lyrics in a speech this Friday. Oh God.
All right. Anyway, we're supposed
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
talking
Get the
about
fuck
Three.
get the fuck on with this, please. I need to talk about this album.
Yeah. Ultimately, I think this just comes off as a better Take This to Your Grave, like a more refined, more polished version.
That's fair.
Yeah, a little less candles was a great standout.
Oh.
Obviously, Sugar We're Going Down, Dance Dance. I think this album did a great job of just making all the songs feel more memorable and catchy. Like I think this is like the catchy rock album, and like Folie à Deux is like the catchy pop rock album is a way to put it, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I guess that's fair.
And yeah, more exciting songs than Take This to Your Grave and better production. So from I again, it's just the past couple that we've been talking about have all been great, and I think this just happened to be my favorite. I think if I would have listened to Folie à Deux like 5-10 years ago, I think that one would have, because that typically is very up my alley. So I'm honestly a little surprised that one wasn't my number one. But
that's
I don't know.
fair.
Cork Tree just clicked with me more.
Yeah. I would agree with you. I think again, like my top 5 are all just untouchable. I'm gonna flash that on screen real quick, chat, so you can know what I'm talking about. But my top 5 are just all untouchable albums. I love every track on them. Cork Tree is no different from any of that. I agree with you. It is a better sounding Take This to Your Grave. It sounds a lot darker. It's darker in tone, which is a lot in part because, again, they use drop D on this entire album. It is literally lower tuned, which sounds heavier to a certain point. I was going on that rant earlier today, and I'm not going to do it again. But a huge jump in production. Shout out Neil Averon. That man has not carried this band, but that man knows how to do this band right. As we've seen on Cork Tree, Infinity, Foley, and Stardust. Like, he knows what to do with this band, and he knows how to produce this band, and he knows this band's a fucking rock band. Unlike fucking Butch Walker's bitch ass and Jake Sinclair. Like,
whoever did Centuries needs to...
That would be Jake Sinclair. He should be shot.
Well, okay, hold on.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not taking that one back.
Stuff. I can't. The podcast is supposed to be easy to edit. I just listen to them, make sure that your mouth matches your words, and then export.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? I will say that some of the songs here do not grab me in the same way that later songs do. Mm-hmm. This album is horny. This is a horny ass album, and it just doesn't grab me as much as Divorce album and Wanting to Kill Yourself album does. You know?
So we're ranking emotions here.
Yeah, we're ranking emotions.
I'm
actually
feeling horny.
All right, so horny is in third place, Divorce is in second, and We're So Over is number 1. But what else did I have here? I'm just trying to get through my lyric or all my my notes.
Yeah. I will say, I think you said it earlier about the screaming. I don't know what he was doing, but I didn't think it sounded that good.
It depends on the song.
I thought that was maybe a hot take. I don't think any of the screaming is that great on any of the Fall Out Boy songs. IMO. Some of them are definitely better than others, but I was like, man, I thought y'all could have did better than this. I probably could have did better than this.
Yeah, Pete Wentz is not a great vocalist. And that's why he plays bass and why Patrick Stump does vocals.
All the other vocals are great. Just want to preference that. But yeah, the screaming, like every time they would get like really heavy and start like doing screams, I'm like,
yeah, like the I'm a Nervous Wreck on West Coast Smoker, fucking the screaming. I feel like the screaming on Saturday. I don't know. I'm probably just used to it. I think it all sounds good. I love that it's there. Personally, I love that there is screaming on the first 4 Fall Out Boy albums.
Okay. I'd have to go back and like really re-listen, but there was definitely a couple where I'm like, I don't want to say like I didn't have a good time, but like I was definitely like, oh, I thought you guys could have did a better job at doing this.
I do think
because your music sounds so good.
It's a very, very like of the times kind of screaming.
Yeah. Like
especially if you listen to my personal favorite Fall Out Boy song, I Slept With Someone in Fall Out Boy, and all I got was this stupid song written about me. It's a very of its time kind of screaming. Mm-hmm. Like that, like almost inhale sounding scream. Like it's It's a very like early to mid 2000s kind of thing. And I think it fits. I will say
the album I listen to is Centuries, so I like it.
Yeah. You're wrong for that, but you know. I just think this one's got some filler in the middle of it. Like there's some song like there's I think it's like Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner and I Got a Dark Alley that are like they're fine. Like fine compared to the rest of the album. I want to preface that.
Yeah.
I still think they're a cut above a lot of other shit, but
I think that's ultimately maybe what like swayed me on like where I talk about the rock and the pop stuff, because I think the duds or like duds is a harsh word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The less exciting ones on the rock side for me feel more pleasant as a cohesion for the album, where like the less exciting ones on the pop side kind of take me out of it a bit more, I guess, because I'm like, oh, like rock ones that are kind of a dud, I guess, like, well, I'm still kind of rocking and jamming. Pop ones that like are a bit less exciting for me, it's like, all right, I'd rather just go back to a different catchy song, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's kind of why I leaned more towards the rock side, but I don't know.
Chris, the Remember Me for Centuries album was not good, and it is in fact in ninth place now. Because we have
Which one
10.
was that again?
American PP, American Poo Poo.
Oh, yeah. It was wallpaper music.
It's bad. It's just bad. However, on the positive side, man, what a fucking album! Who am I kidding? This shit rocks.
Great.
This album's incredible. Our Lawyer is. I didn't talk enough about like the openers because I didn't talk about Thriller at all, and I didn't really get to talk about Disloyal Order. But like Our Lawyer, Disloyal Order, and Thriller, I think are some of the best like opening tracks they have written. Sugar is untouchable. I'm a little tired of hearing it, but I still like can't get mad at it. Little 16 Candles is Kiara's favorite by them, and
not to mention Sugar, man. We did a banging cover.
We did do a banging cover. Hold on, I can find that real quick. It's probably better that I don't, but I could find it.
Yeah, probably not. We don't need to look at that.
I'd probably have to log into a different YouTube account to find it, in fairness.
Yeah. I might have it on mine. I don't know.
Not Michael Jackson Thriller, but they did cover Michael Jackson's Beat It at one point, and that was really good too. But yeah, like there's some songs I just don't like as much as the tracks on Foley and Infinity. However, I do think both I know my favorite Fall Out Boy song is on this, which is I Slept With Someone in Fall Out Boy and All I Got Was a Stupid Song Written About Me. That is my absolute favorite track of theirs, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
I slept with somebody in Fall Out Boy, and all I got was a song about me sleeping with someone in Fall Out Boy, and me getting only this song about, and then it just loops forever.
All I got was this. I slept with someone in Fall Out Boy, and all I got was the cure to growing older. It's suicide, by the way. That's the cure to growing older. This man Pete Wentz wanted to die.
I mean, did you see his hair?
Yeah, it's fair.
He was Mr. Emo.
He was Mr. Emo for a long time.
Yeah.
As well as, continuing my thought, the objective, and I'm saying this wholeheartedly, whole chest, objective best Fall Out Boy song is on this album, and it is Dance Dance.
It banger.
Yeah.
Banger.
Yeah, like
it's a great one.
I think Dance Dance is truly their magnum opus, and I'm not just agreeing with Patrick Stump because that's what he thinks too. Although I might be. But I think Dance Dance is literally everything a Fall Out Boy song should be. It has such a perfect, like, it's got such perfect, like, flow throughout the entire song. The lyrics are fantastic. It's just so well composed. It has the swag. It is horny as hell. Pete Wentz is actually playing that goddamn bass for once. That's an ongoing joke of that motherfucker does everything but play the goddamn bass.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's so obvious he is backtracked, like, live.
Oh. He's too busy writing the lyrics to actually play bass.
Yeah, I don't care. He can. It doesn't matter that it's the easiest shit ever. I would care less if he was still like fucking doing flips and shit while playing, but I don't know, man. He wrote all them lyrics. He can do whatever he wants at this point.
Yeah.
I will say, when I was listening to this album as a kid, I was listening to it in the wrong order. I had some LimeWire ass changed around order for this album. And I don't remember much of that order. I do remember that Our Lawyer was first, and I think Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner was second. And I know that it ended on A Little Less 16 Candles instead of XO. I think XO is a much better ending track, but I think that I would like to find that order again to try and listen to it that way, because it's very interesting that way. And then like finally listening to it for real and be like, wait, this isn't the way I've listened to it for the last like 5 years. Closing thought on this one. XO is just Helena by My Chemical Romance like 2 years later. That's all I got. It's the same song.
My only criticism would be the title names are too complicated. So whenever we talk about the songs, I don't know which one's which because they don't say the song names in the song, so I get confused.
Except for Dance Dance and Sugar We're Going Down.
Yeah, except for the two most popular ones.
Yep.
That are easy to recognize.
Yeah, they knew they had to do that. I feel like that was probably some like label shit where the label was like, these are going to be your big hits. Please name them after the fucking lyrics.
Just be normal.
Be normal for 3 seconds. Which is
every time I listen to this album, I'd be like, oh, I don't recognize this song name. And then I'd go in and be like, oh, this one's a jam. I love this one. That's right.
I think the other funny thing about this album is the songs that the label. Well, the other thing is I don't think the label thought those songs were going to be big. The label actually told them to cut Sugar, which is I think one of the funniest things to ever happen.
That's wild.
Yeah, Pete Wentz stood by that one. He was like, nah, y'all don't get it. Let it stay.
That's crazy. Yeah.
The label actually like told them to cut Sugar We're Going Down, which is fucking hilarious. But if you look at these songs, I want to say I Slept With Someone and Fall Out Boy was like the first single off this album. And like that one didn't really do a whole lot. It's the heaviest song on the album. I wouldn't expect it to. But if you look at the music videos for this, we got music videos for Dance Dance, Sugar, and A Little Less 16 Candles. And Dance Dance, I think, came later. And that was like that one they knew was a hit. So they were able to throw money at that. I think Sugar and Candles came out before the album. And you look at it, and A Little Less 16 Candles has like a 6-minute vampire music video in like 2005. Like with a story and all these actors and shit. And Sugar We're Going Down looks like it was shot on a fucking handheld camera and they bought all the props themselves. And I don't know, man, the amount of streams don't lie on those. So the label doesn't always know what's best.
They don't. They hardly ever do. Yeah.
So, but yeah, Cork Tree is a fantastic album. I'm really glad this and Foley were my introduction to the band. I think I needed my brain to develop a little more before I was going to love Infinity. But yeah, man, it's my favorite band of all time. What else can I say?
I'm going to show my my tier list real quick.
Yeah, let me
look, and then I'll move back over to you.
Give it a look.
So I have Save Rock and Roll, then Mania, then Evening Out With Your Girl, then American Beauty, American Psycho, Stardust, Infinity on High, Take This to Your Grave, the EP It Hardly Counts, Folie à Deux, and Under the Cork Tree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And in case you're listening to this and don't have the video up, my rankings for Paul were in 10th place, Evening Out With Your Girlfriend, and then American Beauty, American Psycho, Save Rock and Roll, PAX AM Days, Mania, From Under the Cork Tree, So Much for Stardust, I said that wrong.
You said that wrong.
It was Take This to Your Grave. So Much for Stardust, From Under the Cork Tree, Infinity on High, and then Folie à Deux at number 1. Sorry I fucked that up.
It's all right. I'll cut it.
Yeah.
I probably won't, but we'll see.
You'll figure something out. At worst, they'll have to just like listen again.
Yeah. If they just watch the video, they'll know.
Yeah, if they just watch, if you guys just do like 2 seconds of research here, you wouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, we don't ask for much.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Chris is saying some blasphemous stuff in the chat.
I know
if he's
he
being
is.
Ironic.
I don't think he is. You got to remember, Chris is like 5 years younger than us. So it's like halfway acceptable for him to say these things. I got to go to your wheel website.
I was going to say, is it wheel time?
It's wheel time, baby. And I got to add story so far to the wheel. Now I got to admit, my wheel ain't too big.
That's just add. That was my plan, which is to add more as I think of more.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, actually.
And my plan, you don't have to do it this way, but my plan was I was going to spin it twice and then give you a description of both and kind of let you pick from there.
No, that's what I'm going to do. I think it's good to keep it even between the two of us.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously, chat, next week is going to be Black Country New Road. We had decided that last time, or next month. But yeah, next one will be Black Country New Road, as Kyle has picked. And from then on out, we will be spinning a wheel twice and picking between the 2 bands that come up. I'm not going to try and think of more bands right now. I think I'm just going to spin it. Because there's some...
Quick, do you want to do December 1st for the next one?
Oh, is it? Is it the first? Is that the first Monday?
It is the first Monday,
December 1st. Man!
Are you busy?
No, as far as I know, I'm not.
Oh, awesome. I thought you were going to be like, I'm in Florida or something.
No, we're done with that. We're never going back. I'll go back eventually, just not next year, probably.
Yeah. Cool.
Got too much going on, man. I got to get married and shit.
That's true.
Yeah. So Monday to December 1st will be Black Country No Road.
Cool.
What I was going to ask you about for January, we got to do our end of the year wrap up. Do we want to make that a separate thing?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
decide that later, but Music Monday can be Monday the 5th of January. That should be fine for me. My building at work is going under renovation, so I should be like off work. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, let's do some fucking spinning, Kyle.
So I'm watching like Chris have a conversation with himself in the chat right now about like, Immortals and Hero 6.
All right, Kyle, your first option is... I do not have an extensive list right now.
Yeah, that's all right. Ooh.
August Burns Red is choice 1. And your second option to pick from is The Story So Far, who I literally just added. Man. Okay, so, yeah, it couldn't land on the Prada one, Chris. I needed the new album in there. So August Burns Red is probably the first, like, metalcore band I ever got into. They are a, like, not, like, super strict, but they are a Christian band. Okay. They are Jesus Jams plus Ultra. But they are like pretty much an all screaming, like I don't know if I would really call them progressive metalcore, but they are like a very, very talented ass metalcore band. It's like pretty heavy. They're playing like some pretty crazy shit for a lot of it. There's like one really interesting album that I love a lot, that I don't think was like loved as much. The Story So Far is like the pop punk band from the 2010s. And I think they deserve that title wholeheartedly. They're incredible. they have stayed really, really fucking good throughout like the entirety of their career. I'm actually going to look up how many albums they have. Do you want that information?
I looked up August Burns Red. There must have been like a little like glitch in Apple or something for like a second, because when I first clicked on albums, the list was like scrolling length long, and I was very confused. Like there was like 30, and I was like, what? Now I re-clicked back, and it looks like there's
5 Stories So Far albums.
Okay.
And I know there's more August Burns Red because I think they have like pretty consistently put out an album every 2 years.
Thrill Seeker, Messenger, Constellation.
Yeah.
Home.
The good news is they do have...
Not doing the holiday album. Leveler.
What?
Well,
I will say, put that one on for fun. It's just a silly little like instrumental like metal holiday album.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking August Burns just because they have a Christmas album and December's coming up.
You know what? That's fair.
I was gonna pick The Story So Far, but that kind of convinced me.
Okay. Well,
also I have beef with August Burns Red because every time I hear that name, I go, "Oh, I liked that that one song. Shoot, what was? Now I forget the name of it. Long story short, it's not by them. It's by Red Jumpsuit. Oh, Face Down.
Oh, Face
Red
Down.
Jumpsuit Apparatus. Yeah, I always get it mixed up because August for me sounds like a red name. So when I hear August Burns Red, oh well, it has red in there too. So I'm like August Burns Red, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and I'm always like, for some reason I mix them up.
Yeah,
but I'll do August Burns Red.
Sounds good. Now, important thing.
Yes.
Do we want to do the re-releases of their earlier albums, or do we want to do the originals that I was listening to back in the day? I think both have merits.
Is it just like they're reproduced, or what? You know what I mean?
So that's how it was for Messengers and Constellations, which is fair because why would you touch either of those? It does look like that they added some features to Leveler, as well as some extra tracks. Actually, I don't know what this X track is. I think we should probably just do the originals.
I was leaning towards that as well.
Yeah. Damn, this means I have to actually listen to Death Below finally. I don't think I've listened to that.
Oh, they have that's 20th anniversary. Never mind. I was going to say they have one from this year.
Yeah, it was Thrill Seeker. Just a retreading of Thrill Seeker. That was their first album ever, and I think that is without their bassist and vocalist. But I'm pretty sure that album's still pretty good as far as like standards went in 2005 for this kind of music.
Yeah. Well, that was unless your music sounds absolutely horrible, it always kind of makes me mad when bands are just like, yeah, we're re-releasing with like better production. I'm like, dude, just like be happy with what you had. Like, unless it's like unless it does sound like hot garbage production, like unless it's like Evening Out with Your Girl. No, unless it's like God Save Rock and Roll.
Yeah,
then you can
do
it with better production.
From the 2 seconds that I heard, Barbarian sounds fine. So
yeah, so I don't know why bands do that, but we'll do the originals.
Yeah,
we'll do the Christmas album because it's Christmas time.
Yeah. Do we want to do both Christmas releases?
Is there 2?
There's Sleddon Hill, and then there's All I Want for Christmas Is You, which I think just has. I think it just has extra songs from Sleddon Hill on it.
Is it an EP from me?
It might. Yeah, it's 7 songs. It was from 2020, and it has All I Want for Christmas Is You, Avalanche, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Winter Wilderness, Home Alone Theme, What Child Is This, and then Last Christmas. I'm telling you,
that's on Apple Music, man.
Oh, what?
Oh, wait, here's compilation. All I Want for Christmas Is You 2020. It's there.
Yeah,
it's a it says compilation on his album or EP. That's
interesting. Yeah, we don't have to include those in the rankings.
Yeah,
but they're fun.
Is this a Chop Suey cover? Is that what's happening here in 2020?
What? Chop Suey cover?
It is.
Oh,
I have to give that a listen.
I didn't know they did that.
Put it on the we should do a Chop Suey cover tier list. I feel like everybody's been covering it recently.
Guardian Sessions EP. Interesting. But yeah, all right. So, December 1st. All right, I got to remove August Burn. I got to remove ABR from the list.
ABR.
But December 1st, Black Country New Road. January, what was that? 5th?
January
5th, August Burns Red. That's what you got to look forward to, chat. As always, thanks for watching. If you are in my Discord, the Bizcord, you can play along with us and send us your rankings of these albums if you want to listen along, if you want to go on the journey with us, and I might pull yours for fun and make fun of your tier list if you enjoy that. So
also the video recording of this will be re-uploaded to my YouTube channel. Not Very Radio. It'll be up by the last Friday of the month that it's recorded. So it'll be up whatever what would that be? The 29th or something like that? The 30th of November?
suppose so.
Black Friday.
28th, Black Friday. That is Black Friday.
Oh boy.
We gonna be bowling. I think. I have to ask my mom about that still, but I think we're bowling.
I will not be home, so.
Boo!
I'll be on an airplane. You won't believe where I'll be. I'll be in Florida.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
It's to see Dee's Nana.
I got shooters down there, Kyle. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Where did you put Folly Ado? Where did you put...
Why'd you put Infinity High at number 5? Anyways.
Open your laptop,
damn. It's a shame that there is nobody streaming that I want to raid.
Let me see if there's somebody on my end.
Yeah, if there's anybody you know that you would like to raid, that'd be great.
Nope.
Nick said second. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm dreading the holidays, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta see family somehow.
Yeah. You can offline raid me. Yeah, Chris, I'm not gonna do that.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna tell you right now.
What was number one?
Get
What was
your,
Kyle's number one?
Yeah.
Cork Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm based.
Okay.
He said he's based. I don't know. You did have Infinity on high at number 5.
Oh, again, I'm perfect. Like
You're not gonna get over
the bar's high.
No, I'm not gonna.
The
get
bar's
over
high
that.
for Fall Out Boy at that point.
The bar is high. But
And
yeah,
I like the silly little punky little 13-minute EP.
we did.
Sue me.
We're doing August Burns Red in January,
Wow.
which is fun because they have 2 Christmas records. Yeah,
Or only
that was why Kyle picked it. He was like, I would have done story. It was that or the story so far, and he was like, they have the Christmas albums. Let's do them.
Yep.
Well, could raid. Oh, we
did
could raid the Ducks channel again. That's true.
Can you get Mr. Cornhole on to play more Ball Pit?
Yeah, Nick, go live with Ball Pit right now.
Yeah, hurry.
Quickly. Nah, we can
Yeah,
we can just
we'll
close it
bounce.
there. We'll bounce there. Yeah, bye chat. Is there anything else we need to plug?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
got plugged everything. I plugged my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Plugged Not Very Radio.
Listen to the Not Very Radio show. We're on fucking I don't know, we're on social
YouTube
media. You can
and
it's not that hard to
YouTube.
find.
And YouTube.
Kyle might put
And
it down
YouTube.
there. Listen to No Business.
Mm.
I'd say listen to Stanley Bandley and iCut, but I don't know if they're back on streaming yet.
They're not. I was thinking
Damn.
about it, but we'll see. I'm gonna wait till I think I start writing something else new, maybe. But they're on Bandcamp,
Fair enough.
so Bandcamp / Lanky Stanky Stan.
Well, chat. We'll see you in a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fall asleep until then.
Fucking same. Bye-bye.
Peace.
You had to say bye to the people and you